There we go.
Hey.
Hello.
All right.
Nope. I still.
Hello.
I still have
Damn it.
tilted and drew backwards.
Are we still muted?
No.
Okay, we're not muted. We're here. Good.
Okay, we're here.
Oh, everyone's moving.
There we go.
Shuffling
Hey, everyone.
around.
Oh. Earthquake happening at Tilted.
I'm in the right place. Yoi's in the right place. Hoodie's in the right
what's
place.
happening?
Tilted's in the right place. Drew's in the right place. There we go.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very, very good. Very good. Hello. Welcome to the third session of Shadow Crew Adventures, Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We are hosted on Arvin Eleron's channel, so make sure to do all of the ARV things for the commands in the chat. You can do !ARV things to get most of ARV stuff. You can do !ARV shop to see his shop stuff. You can do ! Let me think here. Greyshade for his novel stuff. ! Library for the D&D 5e supplement book.
Tales and Tomes, or
yeah, Tales and Tomes from the Forbidden Library.
Yep.
Oh.
Is Klein still a thing? It's exclamation point Klein.
No, not this time.
Darn.
I
I thought I had them all.
!Help now! Ukraine.
BLM.
Yeah,
BLM.
BLM.
Arv's got way too many commands.
Did I tell you guys about how many? I went through the file once and I looked to see how many of those commands are in the list. There was 313.
Holy shit.
Listen, a lot of things are going on in the world. We have to stay on top of it.
Yeah. I could come to R for just the news, honestly, at this point.
I deleted the 5 that I had because I thought that was too many.
I will say it is funny to see Arv doing what I usually do in his chat.
Yeah. Of course, I am Shadowed Mage, and I am the DM for this Shadow Crew Adventures that gets hosted on Arvin Allen's channels. And I have some lovely people who join me to play. For example, next to me in the webcam lineup.
Oh no, not this again.
The webcam east of you.
Cool.
On your screen to my right.
Larbird.
But your right would be over into the... Never mind, I'm just going to leave.
No, this way. This way.
We'll get it eventually.
Yeah, we'll get there.
My left.
Your left.
The viewer's right.
That's right.
We have Yoigoin Lin, also known as Gubby. Please introduce yourself and kind of what you're about and the character that you play in our campaign, please.
Yes, I have been quite well introduced. Yoigoin Lin, pronouns he, they. I am all about gubbies, the poor, sad albinorics that people farm in Elden Ring. Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC dropping soon. Yeah. Other than that, besides being a gubby, I am a game and fiction writer, and tonight I'm going to be playing the Echo Knight, Peach Candleheart, who is a very sweet, good lad who loves his father.
Mm-hmm. Owl Arakakra.
Yeah. A barn owl lad.
Mm-hmm.
Gold barn owl.
All right, thank you. Moving along in the lineup, then we go to Hoodie, also known as Oh My God, a Truck, formerly known as No Quarter TV.
Why?
Hey, you gotta change your name on Twitch officially if you want to go ahead and just have it be.
I did.
I still see it as Oh My God, a Truck on.
No,
Twitch.
it's Oh My God, a Truck. It's not Hoodie. Hoodie was from No Quarter. So technically I'm still... Okay, listen, this is... Hey, what's Oh My God, a Truck? Or not see him. I stream video games.
I gotta rub it in.
I know. There's too many names. We made a mistake. I can't go back. Listen,
Can
you
we
stream
just
for 10
split the
years?
difference and call you Hoodie a truck? That would work, I think.
Oh my god, a hoodie.
Yeah, that
Tru-
too. That
Trudy?
too.
Oh, I don't like Trudy.
And you've been
Uh,
playing Pacific Drive too.
Yeah,
So
I've
you
been
know,
playing
it fits.
a lot of video games for way too long. I play a alchemist artificer named Basil Gloppot, a Lightfoot halfling. I forget what the subclass is. The halfling that you can re-roll the ones on, because that's that's the one.
That is a good one.
So I play that.
Lightfoot, I believe.
I think it is Lightfoot. That's it.
Oh.
I think that's it. I
Okay.
don't know.
That's great.
We barreled into this with all my names and my torrent.
And you've
of past
lost your train
mistakes.
of thought. It's okay.
Yeah, it's good. It's gone now.
All right, Drew or me next.
We will go to Tilted next, please.
Okay, so hi. I'm known as Tilted Gaming over here. I play a lot of RPGs and a lot of turn-based games in general. I also am a farmer by trade. I do market gardening at our 5-acre lot. But enough about that. Let's go ahead and just get into what my character is. So I actually play 2 technical characters here. During the day, I will be playing as the refined gentleman known as Cruce Swain. But during the night, I play the rough and gritty aviary. And these are both Aarakocra Gloomstalker Rangers.
All right.
I am the knight.
And Drew.
I am amused by how amused Yoy is at Tilted's character.
Hey, I love the character too. It's fun.
It's
It's
funny.
just very funny. It's just very good.
And then I see Yoy just lose it, and then that makes me laugh.
My joy is pure.
It's great. It means I'm doing the right thing by making everyone laugh.
So yes, I am Drew the Damager. He, him pronouns. I stream at Drew the Damager. And tonight I will be playing Tam, the elderly wizard.
Oh, you don't want to go for your whole name?
Tamaran Rambatam Tambalam.
The Ramblin' Tamblin' Man. Yeah.
It was that second of processing of like, do I remember this?
Hey, I'm
still
surprised
there?
you did. It's a tough name, man.
I didn't want to fall into the same trap that you did in our last campaign where you couldn't remember.
Nightmarish. A nightmarish pothole to find yourself in for sure.
Right?
What's my name?
Human
Who
wizard.
am I?
Human wizard,
is-
but or human, but subrace elderly.
Elderly,
Yes.
yeah.
Yes.
Subclass elderly. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. We are going ahead without our compatriot Echo Alpha X5 tonight. He could have been able to join us, but he had a long day and opted to put real life ahead of fun times, which is understandable. So
Very.
he will be joining us next time in 2 weeks. But we shall carry on ahead. So, as a bit of a recap, our party was formed after helping out with a troll in the Yawning Portal tavern, after which they were approached by Volothamp Godarm, famed bard of the Sword Coast of Faerun. And he presented them with a quest to find his friend and drinking buddy, Floon Blagmar, who, of course, no one is able to get his name right, or purposefully gets it wrong.
Van Bagmar?
No, that's crazy. I wouldn't get a name wrong. No.
And so Volo told the group where his like the last known whereabouts. They went to this other tavern, which was the last known whereabouts. They discovered that um, Floon had been drinking with another person after Volo had left, who was Renaer Neverember, who is the son of one of the previous Open Lords of Waterdeep. Oh, bye, Arv. Thanks for stopping in. And hello to Eric of Valerie and Eric from The Kids Are Asleep. And
then I believe we just got out of the tavern.
Yeah, so Floon had been drinking with Renaer Neverember. The problem is that they kind of resemble each other. Like, facial features wise, not really, but like hair color, kind of general appearance, clothing wise. The two of them left drunkenly from this other tavern, and then they got jumped outside of a shop, which was with the gnome, who named himself after the stuffed beholder. And then they tracked down the people who jumped them to this warehouse, and they broke into the warehouse, and basically just the aviary so far has seen that down below that there are 4 Kenku hiding amongst some upturned furniture, and there seems to be a bunch of dispatched bodies along the walls. I think that's most of the important information.
And we had to go through a maze of doors.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you went through a bunch of offices which had
Which we gotta go ahead and
trapped.
give it over to Gubby or Peaches. He just ran through every single door
Every single door, and I
Right.
just
without
picked the wrong
triggering it.
one.
I forgot about the wire traps. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
There was
It's
like
probably because
7
you
of
huffed
them.
poison in the shop. That was
Yeah,
what
that
was
was
what
another
cursed
good
us.
point.
I'm pretty sure that was what did it.
Yeah,
Me
I huffed poison
completely-
and then I tried to talk to a rat. Right? Like that's how that
Yeah.
happened.
And then me completely forgetting the objective of our whole thing and just noticing 7 dead bodies and then not questioning it. But you know,
Hey, did you ask if one of those bodies was the person we're looking for? And then the way Tilda just went.
oh shit.
It was the fact that it was the aviary and Tam, right? Like you guys looked at each other and talked, and we're like, oh, that's weird, and then you just
Just kept going.
Yeah,
We
nothing
got
to see
stuff
here.
to do. What do you mean? All right, so I'm going to first and foremost, before anything, I'm going to back up. Will that require me to make a separate stealth check, Shadow? To like discuss what's below us?
So you want to back up to try and scope out more? Is that what I'm understanding here?
No, I'm gonna go back up to the group
Oh, to tell.
to tell them what's going on and see if we can formulate a quick plan before we execute.
No, I don't think that requires another stealth check.
Okay. So I'm gonna go in motion for you guys to like follow me into the next room over. And I'm gonna tell you guys that there appears to be some avian compatriots down below. I would prefer if we didn't kill them all. But they don't seem too friendly.
Peach, of course, is very, very interested. He goes, "Oh, are they perhaps the flying sort?"
No, they are not. They cannot fly at all. They're those Kenku.
Oh.
So-
My father always told me to be careful of those.
Yeah, they could be a very tricksy kind of bird. Yeah. Anyway, so let us go ahead and I have an idea of how we would deal with this relatively quickly.
is it poison? Because
You can
like,
you can use that on one of them, but I have another idea that involves you. Do you still
Okay.
have that stone that you gave me earlier?
I can just make more. I reach into like a side pouch with a bunch of small rocks and just make another one.
All I
You want
need
to
is for
make-
something to make a noise so I can use as a signal.
Oh, I can be like a smell, or I can make light, or it could be a noise.
Hmm.
But like a stinky smell could work too. Because well, do you? Would that
Well, I want to notify you guys. That's the thing. So a light
Oh.
would probably be good.
light? Okay. I concentrate for a second, and then it's like I'm trying to cast magic on the stone, and I reach down and pull out a vial, and just dump it over the stone, and I hand it to you.
Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, so here's my thought. I can very easily get the jump on one of them. And there is a set of stairway as well that you guys can easily go down. I am going to take the stone, throw it near the door that they are currently hearing the lock picking, and then drop down on them. That'll give you guys time to come in afterwards.
I do believe that I could get the drop on one of them also.
Please do not drop, my friend. You have no wings and are old and feeble.
I would feel very, very bad if you broke your kneecaps here.
Oh, don't worry. I'll be fine.
Okay, I like you. Let's
If-
go.
If they're all in a like enclosed area, like if they're all within like say 20 feet of each other, I have a vial here that I can use to would kind of light them all up, and then they can't like run away, right? Because we'd see them.
Well, I do want to try and take one of them alive so we can ask questions, because it seems like they're not part of the Gentrum. But
Should
I
I
can't be
shoot that?
sure.
Now, because I have it, and I'm it's like strapped to an like it's just a vial strapped to a small cherry bomb. I can just light this right now, and then we can throw it, and then we can start the whole. No,
I mean, you can. I like the idea of swooping down like a bird of prey on people. We can go with your approach.
you look back. I have fire close to it, so no, not yet.
Not yet.
Okay,
Let me
just
at
know.
least get in position.
Please
That's
do
the-
not set off a bomb while we are all still in this room.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's fair. Put the lighter away.
Okay. So
TPK, all of us just blow up because Tesla lights a bomb.
We walk
No,
into
no.
a combat encounter with fairy fire on us to get advantage of all
yeah.
attacks. Yeah, great.
Okay. So was there anything we wanted to discuss? I didn't want to go and I'm speaking out of character in case you guys wanted to discuss anything else before
No,
I start
or-
moving
ready to go.
Seems
towards.
good to me. Surprise, and then.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to go and take the stone that I just was given. I'm going to try and get to basically, well, it would be here above, obviously on the scaffolding, Shadow. I'm going to try and make it over to here, and you can have me do whatever checks you want. But then when I get the chance, I'm going to throw that stone, and then that'll be our signal to go.
Yeah, considering that you'll be moving into territory where the one at least could look up and potentially see you, I will get you to make a stealth check.
Yes. 1 second. There's an alarm going off near me.
A quick question: is it this railing like see-through, or is this like a full wall, like half wall railing? Banister?
It's
Sorry about that. All right.
I don't know. There's like
Can I shoot through this?
6-inch gaps between slats of a only like human waist high.
Yeah. It
Railing?
just occurs to me that I am a halfling, and I won't. If it was just a wall, I'd have to find something to see over it. So I wanted to make sure that I could see down. That's all.
You would be able to see down.
Okay, great, awesome.
All right, so I'm gonna start moving, and you tell me what I need to do. All right, Shadow.
Yeah. So stealth check.
All right, you got it. Let me pull that bad boy up.
I'm gonna follow right behind him.
Okay. Oh no.
We do
Oh,
get
no.
a +10 from Pass Without Trace still.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
right.
you do.
So that's still a 12.
So 12.
Okay.
It's
right.
still a 12. It's still okay.
Yeah, yeah.
We haven't actually gone really close to them yet. So that's what I'm going to justify that it's okay.
Every single bone is cracking into his body as he's walking. Like
Remember,
popcorn?
everybody, the first stage of grief is denial.
Yeah.
Well, you're lucky that a Kenku's passive perception is 12.
Hey.
Damn.
All right. I'm going to continue to move down.
If I follow him to like here, is this also a stealth check that needs to be done?
If you're like moving past the post on like the edge,
Okay.
if you're coming
so I'm
like down the
going to be
edge,
doing
like that down the side, then it'll be a stealth check.
I'm basically, man, I've been playing a lot of Helldivers too. I'm doing like the full prone army crawl
Oh, jeez.
over to there.
And it's like all metal floor, and so it's like creak, 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 creak.
But you can hear
creak.
every glass bottle scraping.
My character would be like sitting there. What are they doing?
And don't worry about it. We're fine.
All right, I'm gonna continue further past the post.
Okay.
Oh, what was Echo's character's name again?
Aldaris?
Aldaris.
Aldaris?
Yes,
I can't remember where
Aldaris.
the emphasis
Aldaris.
is.
Yeah.
Aldaris, just as a mechanical thing, would probably come with them
Yeah.
because he's a monk and sneaky man.
Yes, I agree.
So I'm trying to mechanically be on top of that because I don't think I was last time. I
It's
cannot
hard
select-
to control two characters at once. So I'm gonna try and aim for. I believe it's right around here. It'd be right above him. So
right above him would be right here because of
Yeah.
where the
Yep.
box is.
all right. So do you need me to make any other checks? Or are we good there?
Yeah, if you're directly up there, I'm gonna get you to make one more stealth check.
All right, fair enough.
Can I ready action fairy fire the moment that I see any of these Kenku?
So that'd
the
be a
light spell?
24 for me.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
And for me, because I'm sticking right with the aviary,
Come on. I believe.
that would be a 19.
Yeah! That's what you did better than me!
It's 29. It's a 29, my man.
With
I give
one
him-
foot in the grave, he creeps ever closer to his prey.
It's actually the Grim Reaper is slowly coming out of him, right? Like the
All
he's
right, so
metamorphing.
I'm gonna go ahead and take the stone. I'm gonna nod, like to let Tam know that I'm gonna toss the stone.
Okay.
I'm gonna toss it at the door, and I'm gonna have it activate or whatever, and then I'm going to jump down straight on the Kenku below me.
Okay.
Which Kenku would that be? Just for
It would be this one because this one's underneath where we're currently at.
Okay, cool.
And I'm gonna try and just go for like an unconscious thing. I'm not trying to do a lethal attack. I just want to go ahead and knock him out if possible.
Sure. Okay.
The moment I
Um,
see the aviary take off, can I shoot the fairy fire as well? As part as like, I mean, we'll do initiative and all that, but as part of a surprise round, right? Potentially.
Yes.
Yes.
So, the aviary will toss the stone. I'm not going to require a check for that because that's pretty simple. Like you're up above, you're throwing it at the door. Like you should be able to do that. So no check for that or anything like that. The instant that you like jump over the balcony to head down is what I'll call the trigger on initiative.
All right. So what do you need me to do? You want me to just make an attack roll or anything, or?
Well, just roll for initiative first.
Remember
okay.
to click your character when you roll initiative.
Got it.
Hey, I'll take it.
What the?
19 for PH.
20 times
Nice.
3?
Why is
I
Dermot
get
in there?
an
Why- how
additional
do I
plus
roll?
3 for because of my wisdom modifier for this. Part of one of my features, so I'm at 16. Or sorry, 13. 13.
So what?
Oh, I clicked the
I
wrong
always,
one. Sorry.
I always love the way that initiative works in D&D. The person doing the action always goes last somehow. It's like
Right?
It's the dice preventing main character syndrome.
clearly. Look at you. The aviator is in midair, and here comes Tam with the flying elbow over the top. Like,
Broke the ropes. RKO out of nowhere.
3, 4.
wouldn't be Hell in the Cell. It would be Rouse at the warehouse. And that's not really a word.
By the way, Basil, were you planning on staying on the railing during combat the entire time?
Probably. I do everything ranged, and I
Okay.
have a 60-foot thing which goes all the way down. So I mean, I have advantage shooting at ranged from a height on people. I won't be able to see anyone in the boxes though. So it's like I have to shoot for like the ones on the far back. These guys, I won't be able to see this guy, or I might be able to see this guy.
Okay, because we did establish last session that you are a small creature, and I'm an abnormally large and strong Aarakocra capable of flight.
Do you want to do like a Mighty and the Giant type of situation? Where...
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean,
And
I'm definitely about it.
you did learn the effects of G-force that day.
I mean, it was the same day.
It was a
Basil's
great
hair
day, a
is
very
still flat.
eventful day, honestly, for him. The man was just kind of looking around for holy water, and then he ends up on this crazy adventure where he's being taken by the neck over to his home by a bird, and then back around through town. Then he got to huff some poison. It's just been a great day for him, honestly.
Okay,
The poison
let's be fair.
honestly was the downer.
Yeah, I
The
always
flying
have
was the
poison.
upper.
Yeah.
May get an upper again.
There you go.
Okay, I'm
Don't do
experiencing
drugs,
something
kids.
weird on my end. Do you folks have the turn order showing up in Roll20 for you? And is only I see only Peach and Basil actually showing up in the player version, but I have everyone
Correct.
in my DM version. So
Yeah, I've only
Yeah.
seen those two. I'm assuming what it
Yeah.
is that if you like were able to extend it out further, you might see more of the list. No, you can't. Okay.
No, I'm extending and I don't see more.
yeah,
Okay.
I tried
Oh,
that
yeah, me
as
too.
well. So I don't know what's going on with that, but
Because Tam
I
originally
can
showed
see
up.
the whole list. So
Well, that's what's really
it's-
important, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as you can see it.
But yeah, my bad. I clicked the dexterity one. I should have clicked just the initiative one, which is a +6 for me. So it should be at 13. Unless it doesn't show up that way for you.
oh, interesting. Okay, hold on. I think
By Jove, he's got it.
I think
feel
I,
like we're-
I think I see what happened.
Oh, okay.
I feel like we're about to bring a lot of heat to a situation that
By the way, I'm still slow motion falling down on this.
It's what's it? What's it
You can-
again? The
Okay, so
it's like the Inception fall where
Yeah.
all
You're
the different
falling
layers of
down
the
from the
dream- yeah.
bridge.
Uh-huh.
Very, very slowly.
It's fine. It's bullet time.
Mhm.
Yeah. You can just see every detail. My talons coming, separating apart. My wings spreading over as a majestic bird swoops down on this smaller bird.
We're playing the Zack Snyder cut of this D&D campaign.
And then when I land, an explosion happens.
it's in black and white in 4x3, and
Literally, an explosion
Yeah.
happens
Long.
because Basil's thrown an explosive behind me.
it's not really explosive. It's just kind of explosive, right? It's just
just
It's
kind
magically explosive.
exactly. like a lucky charm that's bad for you. Magically explosive.
That needs to be Basil's tagline. A lucky charm that's bad for you.
Basil's already like light hair and wearing a lot of green. The leprechauns are very close. They're right next door.
Hoodie, are you able to roll initiative on Echo's character?
Oh, right. Probably. Let me. Oh, that is. Where is it?
Oh, now I see everybody.
Yes, I do as well.
Oh yeah, there it is.
It's that whole have your token selected thing, I think.
Hmm.
I did have it selected. That's weird.
Yeah, I had mine selected too.
Okay, I don't know.
I
Maybe
cannot
I'm just talking
select-
bullshit.
No, you're good, man. We're all guessing here.
I cannot select him currently. I can't move him around the map.
Oh,
But I
re-
did roll.
What?
I don't think I can. Let me double. Nope.
Yeah, he might have somehow lost permissions for his character.
Okay.
But also-
Because I don't think we had you really move Aldaris that much in this. So yeah, each roll 20 thing, he has to reassign who owns that character token.
The question is, what can Aldaris do? Oh no.
I mean, he's a little bit further away from us, unfortunately.
Okay. Where am I? Here. Token editor.
He does have the mobile feed though, so he can really.
Oh
just
yeah, he's a
blast.
monk. I'm not concerned that he can't make it to us. If anything, I'm the one that's kind of slowing you guys down. I have 25 move.
No, I also have 25 move. It's fine.
So if I try now.
Sure. Give me 1 second. Let me close this. I'm gonna refresh my end. See if I need to just reload it into the game.
Maybe.
Nope.
Still not.
Still
it?
no?
Now I can move me, but I cannot move him.
Hmm.
Very weird.
Well, at the very least, you could probably roll his initiative from the
'Cause-
D&D Beyond, right?
Yeah, I did roll his initiative.
Yeah, he rolled it. It's the
19.
yeah.
A lot of 19s for initiative.
What
here.
is with the 19.16 and the 20.13 for you guys? I have.
That's dexterity, right? So
Yeah.
Oh,
It's for
okay.
tiebreaker.
Got it. Okay.
Oh, I think it's more fun to do rollies for tiebreakers, but whatever.
Yeah, no, I feel that.
I do like rollies.
How many key points do you have?
Oh, hold on. Now
You
try.
shouldn't have used any of them.
Oh, yep, I can move him.
Okay.
Great.
Hey, can you move your own character still?
Yep.
Okay, cool.
And he is supposed to have a 19.
19.
19,
Yep.
yeah.
Look at you guys with 3 19s.
Okay.
I thought I rolled well on initiative. I wasn't aware that we were all hitting the 19.
All right. So, the aviary leaping over through the stone towards the door, leaps over the balcony, triggering initiative. So first round, the Kenku will be surprised. Peach technically goes first, having rolled the highest.
Still mid-flight, by the way.
Yes. So let's see. Oh, Basil's moved to over here.
Where did I? Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah, should be right next to you right now.
Okay. Because I was wondering, do you still want to do the hop on and do some zoomies? Okay, let's.
Why not?
Yeah, zoomy.
All
I have a
right,
six-
so
I have 60-foot range wherever we are here.
all right, so I scoop you onto my shoulders and I take off into the sky before The aviary has even landed, still in midair. It's very
Yep.
dramatic, much
Yep.
beautiful. So let's see.
Just don't go too high. There's a roof above you.
I have spatial awareness, thank you.
Okay.
I am 3 years old. I know what I'm doing. Okay, so I'm
Well, you
going
said to the sky, so I was a little worried, you know?
We just
It's
hit
a
the roof and fall back
metaphor, my
down.
man. Okay, so if I am here, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. I think that's here? Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that makes me, just for ease of translating it, I'm just gonna move us to like where we are on the actual
Yep.
floor.
Yeah,
But we'll
that'd
just
be
be
great.
above them.
Above, in the air. Yep.
And for distance, this is 1, 2, 3 squares-ish, so I'm going to bonus action pop my echo here, if that is okay.
Yep. Okay.
Yay, ghost me, haha.
Yeah.
And I'm going to make an attack with great sword.
Oh, shoot.
Yep.
Are you intending to kill, or are you going non-lethal?
Our good friend the aviary did say he wanted to keep people alive, so non-lethal. I'll just do a bonk.
Yep.
A bonkety bonk.
Okay.
It'll be good. So there we go. It's a 13.
13 hits.
Oh,
Ooh, shoot.
all right, and here's a more bonk. That's 12 points of non-lethal bonk.
Dang.
Well, 12 points of non-lethal bonk means that he doesn't actually go unconscious.
Uh-oh,
No.
you've overbonked.
No!
No. He didn't die. He didn't die.
Okay.
He's still standing unconscious.
Oh, okay. I thought you were setting that up as he doesn't go unconscious. You killed him.
Sorry.
Okay,
I didn't mean to imply that. I meant that,
Bonk.
he's
We
still
can deal with a
standing.
healthy person. We can't deal with a dead person.
Okay, cool. That's great.
He kind of like lets out a squeaking caw as you bonk him over the head and goes, "Caw!" Like, "Ah!" I'm like, all right. So that is Peach's turn, which then brings us, unless you had anything else to do.
Oh, this is a surprise round, right? Are we
Yes.
rolling advantage or?
Sorry, what was that? Did Hoodie say
Because it's
something?
a surprise round, do we have advantage? I do know I bonked him anyway, but just
Yeah.
to be sure.
You want to get the crit bonk?
Right, yeah.
Crit
Just
bonk.
the extra bonk.
No, surprise doesn't give advantage. It's just that
Right.
the people who are surprised can't move or take actions on
Mm-hmm,
the first
That turn,
round.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Think of it like they're stunned for that turn.
Yeah, it's the assassin class gets advantage on surprised enemies.
Yeah.
My brain is turning on. I was like, oh yeah, that sounds right.
Also, I don't mean to be that guy, but I believe it was actually Tam that was supposed to go first.
Yeah, I was gonna mention. I was gonna wait until
Oh,
the
right.
end of the
Well, 10
Sorry.
goes next.
Yoi's turn. Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I was gonna ask you, what do you have for initiative, Shadow?
why did... Well, that's weird.
Yeah, because on my end, I'm at the top. But whatever. I don't care.
For some reason, I had 2 peaches in my order. One was a 22.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
We'll keep
How-
22
how
peach,
bizarre.
obviously.
Hey, we like 22, Peach. That's good.
No, actually, no. That's because it took the advantage when Peach rolled.
No,
No.
no, I don't know. I think it was just somehow in there from before, maybe. I didn't catch it.
Well,
I
I'm
did roll
seeing
very high
on
on
like,
initiative last time too.
well, I'm seeing Peach's roll here. It's got a 17 and a 19 plus her 3 in initiative, which put her at 22.
Right.
Well, no, because it's 16 plus 30. If you hover,
Okay, got it.
If you hover over it,
Yep.
that
you're right.
is
Oh yeah.
my B.
All right. Well, whatever. No big deal.
That's okay. Well, rewind time. Sorry about that.
We undo all the damage and everything that we just did.
Oh, now I feel bad. I just.
Uh,
No.
It's whatever.
Okay.
I just found it hilarious.
Tam.
Still
Tam,
falling, by the
Tam,
way.
Tam.
And
Okay.
Tam's gonna zoom right past me.
Right.
Tam.
So
All these tools that are supposed to make it easier for me are just messing things up.
100% all the time.
So I will look over at Aldrius, who is still up at the top, right?
Yep.
Yep.
All right. And I'll say, I'm glad I kept up with my training. And a column of mist will appear right in front of me, and I'll
Oh,
step
no.
into it. And at the exact same time I step into it, I step out of it right here, down below.
Cool. Misty Step.
Okay. And that is Misty Step, which is my bonus action.
Nice.
You didn't tell me you could do that.
I will look at.
I like that you're screaming this as you're still falling.
I'm going so slow in the fall here.
I will look at these two guys and say, do you know what my favorite meal is? Hands together like this, with my thumbs touching, and I'll say, mashed potatoes. And my hands will ignite on fire, and I'll say, and fried chicken, and I will cast
Sorry, cast which?
burning hands.
Burning hands. Fried chicken.
You can't just say fried chicken with two birds in the party. That's offensive.
So, let's go.
Dex
Oh,
saving
do they have
throws?
to?
Yeah, they have to do dex
They have to
saving
make-
throws.
Dex saving throws, okay.
Was it these two or these two?
The bottom two,
Bottom two. Right.
right?
It was this one
Oh, it's the
and
top
this
two.
one. Yeah, because it's what I can see. I don't even know these guys are here because they were underneath the thing.
Right. Okay. Sorry, my
Oh.
mistake. It is the top two.
So Tam just put himself in immense danger.
Okay, dex saving throws.
They were under the thing. I didn't know what they were doing.
They get 22s.
All right, so I believe that means they get half of that damage.
3d6.
Yes. Well, it would be 11. I think. Right?
Did I miss something here? Yeah. So that was the roll. It was 3d6 got 11. So then they take half of that. Rounding down is 5.
Plus, what is this right here? Is this like a wooden box, like this and this?
Yeah, it's furniture that catches on fire.
Okay, because yeah, that catches on fire.
Yeah.
Hey, I forgot that was a fire time. Because that box goes all the way up to the ceiling. So that's fun.
Uh-oh.
Curiosity, does my echo have to do a saving throw on that?
Oh.
It's a 15-foot cone, right?
It is a cone.
So,
from
no,
you,
you'd
it'd
be right
be-
outside of it.
Well,
Okay.
he
Creature
actually,
has
I don't think he
15 foot.
quite reaches this back one unless he moves up a little bit more.
Then I'll move up.
Geometry.
Yeah, I was just making sure.
Yeah.
Went to no math class.
No, it will not affect it.
Gonna light this thing on fire though.
So, keeping that as
Still falling, by the way. Everything's burning below me.
Okay. -5 and -5. Okay. All right, fried chicken it is. And the furniture and boxes are lit on fire. Okay, anything else from town?
No, that's it. That's my action and bonus actions.
Okay,
And I wouldn't know that the guys are behind me, so the
Yeah.
other two are behind me, so I'm just gonna stay right there.
Aldaris is just going to nod to a midair, the aviary, jump the banister, kind of hook on with one arm, and then rocket off downwards towards the echo, and slide into here, like acrobatics, dexterity save.
That's some cool guy shit right
He's a monk. You gotta make it
Cool.
cool.
Monk.
there. Yeah, I get
It's
you.
obligatory.
yeah, let's call that an acrobatics check.
God. Okay. So he's gonna eat just a little bit of
You ate the dirt a little.
a little bit of dirt.
Oh no, you rolled for Basil.
Oh no, that is the acrobatics roll for Aldaris that comes through as Basil because I can only select B Basil.
Ah,
It-
okay.
I've selected B Basil. It's fine. That's the right one.
Mhm. Just making sure that the correct acrobatics plus is being added.
Yeah, that's the +5.
Mm-hmm.
And I have
Okay,
oh yeah, I have +3. So what happens?
so
Shadow-
there's just like a little bit of like uneven footing as Aldaris or Aldaris. I can't never remember the emphasis.
I believe he goes by Aldaris.
Aldaris, like kind of like there's a bit of uneven footing as he like gets down to the bottom floor and starts to run, and he almost trips over himself, but he doesn't.
Okay. And then trying to look super cool, but almost not. He'll perform an unarmed strike on this Kenku with non-lethal damage.
Okay.
It's a 23 hit. Dang.
Oh yeah, dang.
Calm down,
God. God dang.
You gonna hit?
bud. 4 bludgeoning, and then I'm going to bonus action offhand unarmed strike. Okay, that's just 12. Calm down, bud.
Okay, so he is knocked unconscious.
Aldaris just makes a very satisfied noise. Yes, and then immediately starts running over to here.
Of course he does.
I like how this is all happening as I'm still slowly falling.
You have not touched the person yet. 3 people have rocketed off towards them.
One got a whole one-liner off.
It was very fast though.
Very, very fast.
It was like
That's all I believe that Aldaris can do on his turn. I'm not entirely sure what extra key point stuff is there because I can't seem to find the amount of key points that Aldaris has, so I'm just going to ignore it. It'll be fine.
Level 3, you should have 4 key points.
Then I'll take the perfect stance for the dodge action. Key point.
Okay.
I'll mark that down over here.
in the spirit of us being a mostly bird party fighting birds and getting around the fact that key points are kind of silly, can we call them chicken nuggets instead?
We do like us some chicken nuggies.
Awesome.
Is
I love it.
trying to think how do you get honey mustard in that mix? I get it. If you were a Sun Soul monk, this would be so easy. He'd shoot honey mustard and use chicken nuggets as power.
There it is.
I suddenly feel very gross. I just imagine being covered in honey mustard while, minding my own business. Then I get mugged, and then I get sprayed with honey
No.
mustard, and I'm like, I hate my.
It's even worse than that. It's even worse than that. The monk is covered in honey mustard as he gracefully glides through.
Full Yuri on Ice style, right? Like, just slides
Yeah.
through people, no problem. Triple nuts.
Oh, man.
Excuse me, are you Brother Honey Mustard? You bet your sweet feet I am.
Oh god.
Anyway.
All right. So the one Kenku has been knocked out. And then we do have another one whose turn it is, but they're still surprised because it's still the first round. Which then takes us to Basil.
Basil, in a surprising amount of confidence, takes the crossbow off of his back.
While he's
atop-
flying, by the way.
Atop of
He's
Peach,
piggybacked on my shoulders, I'm imagining.
leans it over Peach's shoulder, loads this highly explosive looking, like slapped together cherry bomb with just a vial of what looks to be like glitter dust, lights it, and is like, watch out, and shoots it. I'm gonna shoot fairy fire down here in a 20-foot radius, so I need dexterity saving throws from this guy and this guy.
Dexterity saving throws.
I believe it's dexterity, right? I'm not crazy. Yeah,
Sounds
Dex
like it.
13 is what we're looking for here.
A 6 and an 8.
So the bomb explodes over them, causing that like fine glitter to just like almost dissolve into the air, and then it alights in green fire as it settles down over that 20-foot area. It would be this. So it'd be like all of this area is alight in this like ethereal green fire, and they are also alight in it, and they are now unable to hide, and all of your attacks will have advantage. Congratulations, good luck.
Okay.
That's all I can do. Basil's just like, right, whew, that doesn't normally work, and starts putting like the crossbow back on the back.
Man, I love Basil.
I just realized that we are basically equivalent of a SWAT helicopter right now.
Oh, yeah.
Except
am
we're
I finally
silent.
am I finally falling down onto my target?
Here you go.
Yes.
It's a chaos.
Yay!
Yeah.
All right. So
Your turn starts with you landing on your target.
yes, and I'm gonna go for a non-lethal attack, I guess, with my short sword.
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Oop. $19 hit.
Yep, 19 hits.
Damage. 9.
On this one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
As he's still conscious?
Yes.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. I'm going to now turn towards the ones that just got freshly fairy fired.
Okay.
I do get on first round a separate action, so I'm going to cast. I'm going to flavor it my own way here, but I'm going to cast Gust of Wind. I'm going to say, "Have you ever met a murderer of crows?" And then a bunch of crows spew forth from me as I send Gust of Wind towards the two over there. All right, so they have to make a DC 13 Strength saving throw.
Strength saving throws. Well, one crit failed and the other one got a 3.
Fantastic. Okay, so on a fail, they get pushed 15 feet away from me, and any
Okay.
creature in the line must spend 2 feet movement for every one, so they basically get in or like rough terrain.
So they get pushed back into the corner.
Yep. Let me see if there's anything else here. I just want to make sure. Okay. Never mind then. I thought there was a little bit more to it. That's it. And that's going to be my turn.
Okie dokie. All right.
Have these Kenku thoroughly regretted their lives yet, or?
Well, these two Kenku are still surprised, so they don't get to do anything. Finally, to the end of the first round. And we are... shall we retroactively go with the 22 for Peach, or shall we go with Tam first?
We can go with Tam first because I think that's more
Sure.
correct in terms of what we actually rolled.
Okay, we will change that around. There we go. Okay, Tam, you can go.
All right, so I will duck out of the way of Basil firing a crossbow bolt. What
only
I think
exploded
is
a little
at
bit.
me, and I will see it go behind me and hit these guys over here, right? And then they get blown back by all the pros. So I will take out my my tiny diamond, or my comically large diamond,
Yep.
and spin it in my fingers and cast Chromatic Orb at these.
Yes! Disco!
And I am I'm gonna go with acid. So let's see.
Yes, when I think non-lethal, I think acid.
And
You
it's
can't
Yeah.
non-lethally hit someone with acid, can you?
Of
No,
course,
you
just
cannot.
lightly singe their skin.
no, absolutely not. No.
Non-lethal only applies to melee attacks.
And
Yeah.
you said this is at advantage because of the fairy fire, yeah?
Attack
Oh,
rolls
jeez.
are made with advantage. I don't know. The exact wording is attack rolls. I don't know about anything past that. So
Well,
it's
it'd be a
shadowed
spell
question.
attack, I'm assuming.
Yeah, it's a spell attack, so it's at advantage.
Right. Okay. So here we go. Does a
Dang.
20 hit?
Yes.
Are you sure?
All right. So that's gonna be 14 points of acid damage for both of these guys.
Oh. Okay.
Non-lethal acid damage.
Non-lethal.
Non-lethal
Literally
does not
skin
apply in
melting.
this scenario.
Non-lethal acid damage.
Non-lethal acid damage. Wow.
That'll be the great joke of the day. It's non-lethal,
Uh-huh.
guys.
I'm
Literally turn into a pile of goo. Not lethal, guys.
They look very badly corroded, but they're both technically still standing. Barely.
Just gonna say that.
And
They're almost looking like a completely defeathered chicken.
It's like there's big gaping holes in their cloaks, and like their feathers are coming off. Like one of them, like some of the acid is starting to like eat through its beak.
Oh,
and then I will move over here.
Okay.
I would
Just on
never
the-
go to that disco party. Not gonna lie.
Tim, you hear someone lockpicking this door.
Oh, what is that? Someone's trying to get in.
No way, really?
All right, Peach.
I am going to command my Echo to move 30 feet this away.
Yep.
So, gust of wind is still going, right? So
yes,
I'm
but
going
it's
to have
pushing
to,
off from me, so
yeah.
towards them. So would that give her a speed boost because she's technically going with the
Yeah,
current?
can you use
Uh,
it as a boost towards them? Can you just let go? Shadowed, how cool do you want this to be? Is it very? Because if it is, you know how to rule it.
And just a whole set of crows is following Peach along the way too. It's great.
Any movement that you spend going in the direction of the gust of wind is, like, you get double. So
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
it does give you a boost.
Okay.
So how much feet did you have to take to get to that gust? Because I believe it starts pretty much where I'm from.
Oh, so here, which means 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got 2 squares more to go, which means I can go.
4.
I can basically reach this person, right?
Yeah.
With the gust.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boom. Strategy.
It's bonkin' time.
Bonk.
Though, do normal rules of physics apply to an echo?
I have to
Shoot,
make
damn, he's right.
I have to any saving throws that someone would make, my echo would have to make.
All right, yeah, it's fine. It's fine. I was just
Okay. Let me see. Bonking time. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Great sword. Bonk. Does a 22 hit?
You also technically get advantage because of fairy fire still, I think,
Yep.
right?
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Those 2 down there.
Well, good thing it's advantage because I got a 1 on that one.
Mhm.
So we'll go with the 22.
Yeah, the 22 definitely hits.
Okay. Bonk.
An absolutely nightmarish sight. By the way.
Jesus, you keep
Oh
getting
my
these
God.
12.
Oh my God.
It's a full 12 of bonk.
Yeah,
Of
just,
unconscious bonking or bonking?
It's non-lethal bonking.
so he just like utterly collapses into a pile on the floor, unconscious.
Also, Basil, you said that you have advantage on range, right?
Yep. Except for when they're prone. Yeah.
Except for when they're prone.
Yeah, if you're so anything prone, you have disadvantage shooting at range from. Anything that you are above, you have advantage on. So it would cross each other out in that regard. So I'd shoot
Okay.
normally on anything prone, and I would shoot with advantage on anything standing.
Okay. How high is my echo above the remaining dude? Is it still ranged where I am?
High above. So, sure. Yeah, it would be ranged.
Okay, cool. Then I am going to swap places with my echo.
Okay.
Does that mean you bring
Okay,
Basil
that's
along
why the
too?
question
Yeah.
was happening.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do I come for you with this ride? Does this? do
I mean,
enter
I
this
would
pocket
imagine
dimension?
that you do because
Yes.
I am carrying you.
Yes, if you're being
Add.
carried, you come along.
Okay, cool.
He's-
So I swap places.
I immediately start vomiting, just off to the side.
Just
What is
everything
this?
in his world has been flipped upside down.
Where am I?
G-forces, teleportation.
Yeah, and then because my echo is more than 30 feet away from me, it is destroyed at the end of my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
And that's my turn. Pew, pew,
That one will
pew.
go away.
A feathery shadow, this walking thing of death, blown by a murder of ravens across this ghastly green flame, stands tall over this now waylaid Kenku, and then immediately swaps with the regular form and a vomiting half, taking away all of the.
Hey! Basil is vomiting, right? That is canon now. Basil is vomiting.
100%.
Sure.
Can it be acid damage on the one that's still alive?
Hey, I'm beating you to the punch. It's gonna be a ray of sickness.
Well, I think it's Aldaris goes next.
Yeah, it's Aldarius' turn.
He's like, let's come back to that later, maybe.
Aldarius is gonna punch. Crazy, I know, right? Who could have seen this
What?
coming?
No.
Punch.
This one is supposed to be unconscious.
Punch.
You know what? I'm just gonna mark them with X's. It's easier that way.
Does a 12 and 18 hit?
And this one, Did you say 12?
12 for the first one, right? Oh no, sorry. Remember, blind guy. Is that 2 18s? It's 2 18s.
Yeah, you got
Two
two
18s.
18s.
Dang.
Both 18s would hit.
Alright. So it's 6
Where?
and 6. What's happening?
Okay.
What's going on?
That's wild.
Max rolls into 18s. All right.
Yeah, double sixes coming down, non-lethal. Punch damage.
Punch.
Another one bites the dust.
The last hit instead of a punch will just be a firm elbow to the chin to just fully, or I guess to the underbeak to fully like rattle the brain and knock him.
Okay, sounds good.
That is Eldaris' turn as
That is some
Hey.
good flavor.
they turn to stand and look and see a horrific sight now unfolding, and realize they don't need to interject.
That you were very much a part of, mind you.
I know what's up.
So not gonna bother being speedy because it looks like it's being handled.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. Which takes us to the only one still standing.
Oh my god, they get a turn off. No.
Dang it, it was so close. The perfect game.
Remember, we're flying above this fine fellow.
Mm-hmm.
And they have essentially difficult terrain while they're coming towards us.
Oh yeah. Also, they're on fairy fire. This is like the worst day in their lives right now.
And they would have to go and make that strength saving throw to get pushed back again, but he's already up against a wall, so he can't actually go any further back.
This was a bit of a whomping, feels like.
And I could do this for a whole minute of concentration. It's great.
All right, so that Kenku is first going to try and jump up to like make some kind of physical contact with Peach, so I can like grab onto something. So I'm gonna call this a strength check to see if it can do this first. Jump up and grab on. It gets a 19, so it's gonna be able to do that. And then it decides that Basil is more
Easily reachable.
yes,
Uh-oh.
easily attackable. So
Vulnerable.
stabs out kind of rashly with a short sword to see if it can try and hit any flesh.
Can I just say that because Basil is on me, that I will bravely, as the party tank, impose 3/4 cover at cost to my own health.
What's this about a party tank? Nothing's attacked me yet. I want to show off.
So, all right. So you're trying to provide cover? Is that what's going on here, or what's?
I would argue that I am cover because I feel like the Kenku jumped onto me, / is holding onto me, and then is trying to stab at Basil, but
Yeah.
I am in between the two, so...
Sure. So 3/4 cover, you say? So that has.
I'm a large lad, and
He's a small boy.
Basil's a small boy, so yeah, I feel like it's 3/4 cover. Does that sound
Okay.
about right?
So that gives a +5 bonus to the AC of Basil.
Dang.
Where's my attack roll here? 18.
18 wouldn't hit then if I have +5,
Okay.
as I have 15 AC.
And then the Kenku is going to let go, drop back down to the floor. and cower.
Like, well, that's about all I can do.
All right, Basil.
Okay, so I mean, ray sickness. It's ray sickness.
Oh my
I was-
god.
Ray
if
of
he-
sickness flavored vomit.
Yeah, if he was gonna hit me, I would have done my spores that come off of my armor for a bonus action. But it is the ray of sickness instead. I will roll an attack roll with advantage here. Whoop! That just did all of it. I don't know why. Why did I do everything? What's that?
So it's a 10 attack roll, and then part of Rave Sickness must be a Constitution save, and then there's the poison damage.
Yeah, let me re-roll that attack roll. It rolled like all of it for me. I don't need that.
Oh, because it should be at advantage.
Yeah. Just gonna roll it from my character sheet here. Thanks. Spells. So that's with the advantage. 21. It's a 21 hit.
Yes, a 21 will hit.
And then then it's a DC 13.
I don't think this
con save.
one's gonna be knocked unconscious, boys.
And then I'm swimming. Remember, so I just inhaled poison, so I'm vomiting poison, and it's just rocketing out of my body. At this Keku. Yep. I don't really know what else to say about that.
This is a side effect of you breathing in that poison earlier.
Yeah.
Don't do drugs, kids, or you'll vomit from your
it's
owl friend onto another bird friend.
It's the mix of the poison into teleportation that he's never experienced.
So it takes 2d8
It just-
poison damage and then makes a con saving throw. So if it takes the poison damage, then it actually expires.
As the vomit starts to go down, I'm like, I can't stop it. We have water. Hold on, I got water. And I'm just like wiping my mouth. I'm trying to regain sanity here. I'm like, I look down at the now fully deceased Keku. Oh no. Sorry. Are you okay? Sorry.
Is he okay? Been blinded him with fairy fire, lit on acidic fire, then gone ahead and thrown a ray of sickness on top of that. He's doing well.
And this all happened in less than 12 seconds.
Yes.
So,
Gotta keep that in mind.
And we are done with initiative order.
Yay! I'm going to, with the 3 that are still alive, I'm going to go and gather them up and start tying them in together.
I immediately land to set Basil down on the ground, and because he is still hyperventilating and puking, I hilariously feed him a vial of the holy water, not being able to tell the difference between the holy water and the regular water.
For a few seconds, there's a long, loud burp, followed by a little bit of light emanating from Basil. Oh, that's refreshing.
Very.
Thanks, Peach.
Of course. It is my civic duty. So we have our live bodies piled into a nice party corner, I guess.
Okay.
Well, maybe we should move them from the corner they're currently.
Yes.
Obviously, without saying I'm stopping the gust of wind.
Yeah.
I'm
Thank
not-
you. I shall search the one that has expired via someone else's vomit.
I was gonna do that to save everyone else from it, but yeah, no, that's fine. You totally go for it.
Do we find anything delicious, Mr. DM?
No, they don't have anything on them aside from their weapons.
The vomit body itself is not delicious, you wouldn't say?
Some crispy fried chicken.
It's not even the right kind of fried chicken. It's burned with acid.
It's a highly pickled chicken, I guess.
Oh, God.
Pickled raven.
Uh,
Hey, what'd you say about my people?
Can I start pouring over these boxes, the ones that aren't currently on fire, because the fire's gonna
Right,
spread
we
soon?
should probably deal with that.
Yeah.
While everyone's dealing with the fire, I'm just going to scope out the rest of this area that we haven't checked out yet. You know, just in case we have any unpleasant surprises.
Okay.
I was trying to figure out if the aviary's gust of wind would make the fire worse.
Well, here's the thing. The
Like
air emanates from me towards where a direction I choose. So the fire was behind me.
Yeah.
So it would emanate from me towards them, so it shouldn't cause anything else.
Right, but if you were to do it again, would it blow the fire out, or would it just make it worse?
Probably worse.
That's what I'm trying to figure it out.
We are not fighters. Let's not get too big for our britches here.
All right. So Peach is scoping out the area.
Yeah, scoping.
Okay.
I'm gonna be
So-
trying to put out the fire after I've tied them all up.
Yeah, I'm gonna look for like a fire blanket or something and try to like start beating the fire.
Yeah, there's like tarps and stuff around. So
Right.
I'm just looking through boxes, and you can just hear through one of the open boxes. Why are we here again?
We are
I go-
trying to find a missing person.
I go
Or
ahead and
perhaps
point
a
out.
dead person.
I point out
Alright.
the various dead bodies that are around the corner. Like,
Oh, right.
why do
And
you
I'll,
think?
I'll immediately go off and look at all the dead bodies.
okay.
Where are they? Here. Are they over
Uh,
here? Or...
The the dead bodies are like along the wall underneath the balcony.
Okay.
And then there's also one right over. There's like 4 of them along there, and one of them right over here.
Okay.
Okay, so inspecting the bodies. So all right, order of operations here. Peach doesn't really notice anything of value or of any note in any of the boxes or amongst the furniture along that area. There is a door here.
Oh. Is it alarmed by chance?
So like the stairs go up to lead up to the balcony, but like so then
okay.
like underneath the stairs on the bottom level, there's a door that goes underneath the stairs.
Okay.
In a moment.
Okay.
So Basil inspecting the bodies. So the 4 bodies along that wall all happen to have black tattoos of a winged snake on either their necks or forearms. And
that
actually,
was the same tattoo we were warned about, correct?
Mhm.
Yeah, it's supposed to signify the Gentrum.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything yet.
yeah, that's the symbol of the Gentarum. Yeah. Does anyone inspect the other body?
Well, now that I went ahead and dealt with the fire, you said the other body was over here, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm gonna go and check that body.
This body was actually very well armored, and it looks like he took a lot of damage. and he's wearing different kinds of armor and clothes from the Gentrum. And on the palm of his right hand has a tattoo that looks like a circle with 10 spokes radiating out from its circumference. So kind of like almost like a almost kind of
like
like
a childhood's like sun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I will take note of that. Maybe even like on a piece of paper or something I have on me. Just like write the symbol down as a note for ourselves later.
Okay. All right. So Peach wants to open the door.
Is it locked? Do I need to do a feeds tools?
Let me double check. No. In fact, actually, this door is almost kind of broken. It's loosely hanging on its hinges.
I have stowed away my greatsword and I have drawn my glaive so that I can have range on anything that tries to jump out at me in surprise, even though I cannot be surprised, as long as I have this present from my baba.
Okay.
And I just very carefully lever open the door and I peek in.
Make a perception check.
Perception check. That would be a 15.
All right. You can hear some rustling and heavy breathing coming from under a tarp at the north end of the room. This cramped chamber smells very strongly of sour fish and vinegar. It is filled
Neither of those things I enjoy.
It is filled with tarps, discarded ropes, and some smashed barrels. But yeah, under one of the tarps at the far end of the room, there's like movement and like heavy breathing.
Hello, my friend. I am a Barnal Aarakocra, and I hear many things. I hear your heavy breathing, and you're wrestling under the tarp. Please remove the tarp from your person so that I may see what I am dealing with, or I will remove the tarp for you.
Help! My arms are tied. I'm trying to get free.
Well, that does complicate things. And I go over with the glaive and flick off the tarp. Do I in fact see somebody with tied arms?
Yes.
Well then, 1 point for honesty. I free this fine fellow. Does it perhaps look like the fine fellow that we are looking for? One of the two fine fellows that look very similar to each other?
Yes, it does look like one of them.
Ah!
Oh, thank the gods that you're here.
I have a question, my friend.
Yeah, sure, go ahead. Okay.
I must ask you, are you Du Pagmar or perhaps Renaer Hevember?
I am not. I am Renaer Never Ember. Yes. What was this other name that you were asking about? Oh wait, do you mean Floon? You mean my friend Floon?
Never heard of him.
I guess yes, if your friend is named Floon, sure. We have been looking for him as well. Meanwhile, I've been like carefully ushering him with my free hand out to see the rest of the party. Then I remember my baba told me people panic when they see violence, so I just artfully spread one wing so he doesn't see all the carnage, maybe. I just angle him to only see my sterling friend, the who is looking over,
Yeah,
I guess, a bodyguard type.
I noticed you bring over another person. I'm like, who's this?
This is Renair Never Ember. And
Never heard of him.
And his friend is Dupe.
Loon.
Yes, that.
Do I notice that if he's injured at all by chance?
He seems like maybe like kind of like lightly roughed up, but he's like doesn't have any major injuries.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that he wasn't like barely hanging on here. Because I don't know what has been going on. It's like, well, this isn't what we were looking for, but we should probably show him to the rest of the party. I go and call the rest over.
What?
Tom, Alderas.
What's going on here? What happened? All I know is that I was captured by some of the gents, and then like I was tossed in this room, and then like I heard like lots of fighting out there, like maybe like an hour ago, and then more fighting just recently, and that must have been you guys fighting. I don't know what the hell happened.
I happily and delightedly explained to him that we have been commissioned by Volo to search for his friend Oog.
Okay. And he just kind of nods his head, and he kind of like paces back and forth for a moment.
I wouldn't go over there. There's not some pleasant things you want to see.
Nothing I haven't seen before. You'd be surprised at what I've seen.
Okay, just don't go towards the corner of the warehouse. That's all I'll say.
So I wanted to have been inspecting the dead bodies for like how they died, any lacerations, all that stuff. So I'm covered in dried blood. And I walk up to this guy. Oh, hey, let's go. My name's Basil. Just hold up my hand. It's covered in blood.
Oh, very nice to meet you, kind young sir. Oh, finally someone
Nice to
who
meet
isn't a
you.
bird.
Oh, well,
Do you have something against birds?
Dozens of us.
Peach's face does that Barnall thing where it swivels like a sundial.
Nothing against the fine Arakakra folk. Just I'm not quite used to dealing with them. That's all. I'm sorry.
That is true. My father did say we are very rare in Waterdeep.
Yeah, we're probably the first two in like a couple 100 miles, honestly.
Oh, and this is our friend Tam as well. He is an old man. You can surely relate to him much better.
And then like he kind of like cocks his head as he looks at Tam, and he's like, I believe we may have met in passing before. We don't really know each other, but I definitely have seen you around.
Peach looks at the aviary like, you see? You see? Humans do all know each other.
You're right. I'm sorry. And I go and pass him a silver.
Yes, I do have one of those faces people seem to recognize. Tell me, how did you get here?
Well, the the gents, they jumped Floon and I the other night, and I think they were actually aiming to like go after me, because I know that the Gentrum think that my father embezzled a large amount of gold while he was the Open Lord, and that he hid all that money, all of those dragons, the coins, somewhere in the city. I overheard them that they think that they can find it by using an artifact that they called the Stone of Galore, which actually the Xanathar Guild held until recently. And the Kenku and that other guy, I think, were from the Xanathar Guild. Anyway, someone stole that Stone of Galore from the Xanathar Guild. The gents thought I knew something about all of this, but I don't. I haven't even been in contact with my father in years.
Did he embezzle all that money? Is it actually somewhere?
Out of character, you can't just ask someone if
I
their
just look at-
father embezzled all
Why the
this
fuck
money.
not? I'm an old man. I don't give a shit about anybody.
Well,
I look at Tam and I'm like, well, he looks pretty rich, right? So odds are pretty much, yeah, right? I just look at him with like a very beaming, happy face.
odds are, knowing my father, he probably did. I don't know the truth of it, but he probably did.
All right. Well,
How much coins are we talking here?
Like a dragon's hoard worth.
Whoa. Intro title screen.
that is quite a bit. So what happened to Flume?
Well, so the gents brought Floon and I here, but then the Xanathar Guild with the really scary guy and the Kenku showed up. And then they fought the gents, and the Xanathar Guild took Floon. I think they mistook him for me.
Oh, that's very unfortunate. This is why my father always told me, do not be friends with the rich and famous.
I guess we do bear a passing resemblance.
You all look the same to me, honestly.
Would you perhaps know where they would have taken your friend?
No, I assume to one of their lairs, but I have no more knowledge beyond that.
I go ahead and pat Peter's shoulder. I'm like, I think we'll find out that information shortly. And I just kind of turn over towards the other Kenku that are knocked unconscious.
Oh, yes. Very wise,
Thank you.
I don't know how unconscious mechanics work here. Do we have to wait for a long rest for them to wake up? Or can we, like, slap them awake? Or...
Can we take a short rest while we wait for them to wake up?
You could. Basil, would you have something of like the smelling salts variety?
Yeah, I mean, I have both a herbalism and a medicine kit, right? So I can do all the business that you need me to do in that regard.
So I don't know if you want to offer up some kind of option like that, but
yeah, no. If it comes up in conversation, Basil would immediately offer like, "Oh, I got it." We'll just walk over to one of them, whipping out, horrific-looking things out of vials. I just stick it up their nose, and then they wake up. It's crazy.
Move over, Breaking Basil. Here we go.
I'm actually quite interested to see that.
I'm just gonna follow Basil over towards one of the Kenku and just be at the ready when they wake up.
Yeah, before we exit the conversation with Never Ember, though, I would give him like band-aids, like, out of this big medicine kit that I have, essentially, right? Like gauze and whatnot, and all the band-aids are like stars and moons that I've like cut myself laboriously over long nights to make it look nice
You
and,
got
and
stickers?
happy. And then I basically give him just like a ration and water because he was in a closet for a long time. I'm like, hey, so your dad embezzled a lot, right? So you have a lot of money?
We are the worst party.
We're very concerned about the money.
Me.
Oh no! I'm not asking about money now. I don't need compensation now. It's more so along the lines of, well, if we're gonna try to track down this, Shug Shagmar, whatever his name is, I always keep the pages all messed up. If we want to track him down, we're gonna have to find this Zentarum guild, and we're gonna need money to do that. So I'm just looking for a backer for the group because Volo didn't really. He said he was gonna pay us a lot. He's not really paying us a lot.
Not to mention
Although-
that we got the wrong person, so he's not going to pay us jack squat.
Yeah, no, that's what I was trying to think about.
Although, small correction, it's not the Zentrum that ran off with Floon. It was the Xanathars, correct?
Xanathars, yep.
Xanathar,
Yes.
yeah.
Mhm.
Which are related to these Kenku, which we're going to try and find out. But quick thing beforehand, I'm going to take the picture I took of the tattoo on the guy that was sitting over to the west side of the warehouse. I'm going to say, any of you recognize this symbol?
I look at it, and is there something I should roll for that?
Um,
I will
Like a
also
history,
inspect it.
maybe?
yeah. Whoever wants to take a look at it can give me a history check. If Tam does it, he can do so at advantage due to his whatever thing, his feet.
Street smarts.
Basil's just looking at it sideways. Ah, kind of looks like a kid drew it. Weird.
That's an 8 from Peach, who is admittedly a 3-year-old boy.
Probably wouldn't have a lot of history.
You think you may have seen it amongst some of your father's notes, but you can't quite piece it together in your head.
Mhm.
So I believe that would be a 23.
Dang.
Oh, is that
Did you?
what we-
You have it with
okay.
advantage.
Or is
No,
it
I have it
plus two?
with expertise.
Expertise. That's what it
okay.
is. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Tam has been around Waterdeep for a long time. Is not familiar with all of the comings and goings and all of like underground organizations, but he definitely knows all of their symbols. And so Tam definitely recognizes this as the emblem of the Xanathar Guild.
I will say,
Yes, that is definitely the Xanathar Guild.
Okay, so it looks like they got into quite the scuffle here with the Gentrum. And they were able to the Gentrum were actually able to kill one of the Xanathar members.
Which is
The
quite
Kenku.
impressive.
Yeah, look at him. I would have a tough time getting through that. But then we got these Kenku here. They must have been trying to clean up afterwards.
They were not impressive.
No. In fact, I feel like the armored guy was literally the only thing holding this whole group together.
Yes.
Shall we wake him up? I'm holding.
No, he is very much dead.
Oh no, not the dead one. I mean, could you wake up a dead person?
Not with our
like
means.
1,000 yards stare away. No, sorry. The unconscious ones. You tied them up, right?
Yeah, go ahead. Let's get this one over here woken up.
It's something bright and very viscous added to something like kind of like watery, and then it's shooken together and it starts fizzing, and then I immediately just shove it in the mouth for smelling salts to kind of take place, remove unconsciousness, and bring them back to like 1 HP. Stabilize them, I guess, is the best way to do it.
Yeah. And the Kenku just kind of goes like,
And then I go ahead and immediately grab it by the collar, lift it up, and go like, "Where's Xanathar's guild?"
Wow! Wow!
Okay, Mr. Batman begins.
And I slam him back down like, "Where is it?"
Kill him! Whoa!
Xanathar sends its regards.
What's that mean?
It means Xanathar sends its regards.
Like in a good way, or like, because we beat them up.
So like you could tell that like the Kenku is kind of like mimicking some other voice that it had heard before, when it's like this like deep growly voice with the Xanathar sends its regards.
Can you imitate anything else?
Can you imitate anything else?
That's kind of mean.
Peach is quite delighted. No, that was actually quite good.
Oh, yeah, I mean, it is impressive the way their vocal cords work. repeating everything like that. Wonder how they work. I just
Wonder
forlornly
how
look
they
back
work.
at the dead Kenku.
Wonder how
Yeah.
they work. Wonder how they work.
I mean,
Perhaps you could imitate the address of where your lair is. That would be very nice for us.
Xanathar sends its regards.
where is Xanathar? You know, I'd love to give my regards to Xanathar, right? That would be fun for everyone.
Look, no one's coming for you. We can be here all night. I look forward to it.
All right,
But
give me an
please.
intimidation check.
Okay. I really don't have much for this, but yeah, let's just roll it. Damn.
Ha 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 ha.
Well, we're not getting much out of this one. Time to wake up the next one as I knock him out.
Yeah, I'll just keep going through. I'll wake up the next one too.
And I'm just going to continue this song and dance of basically getting in their face.
I would like to insight check each of them as the aviary does his professional thing. Because I'm getting to watch a storied legend of the streets do his work here. I'm not going to interrupt. But I would like to insight check each of the Kenku to see which one seems the most afraid or, like,
Okay.
willing to give up the goodies. You know.
All right. So we knocked out the one, and now we're waking up another one.
Yeah.
A second.
We'll go
Yep,
through
yep,
this until
I'm
we
ready.
get
I'll
what
do
we
it again. Don't think I won't.
Ka. Ah. Ka.
Where's Xanathar?
Ka.
Tell me where they are.
Peach, like,
Ka. Give me an intimidation check.
Okay.
Peach thinks this is the one that maybe the aviary jumped onto this one's head. So.
Yep. Gonna be great. Please actually land it. Perfect.
Oh!
Ka. 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 Follow the yellow signs in the sewers. Follow the yellow signs in the sewers.
You guys got that?
Yes, follow the yellow signs in the sewers.
Fantastic. Well, that's all about what I need from them.
Is it?
We're just Team Bonk right now, really.
And all of a sudden, you can start to hear a big commotion outside. And then the door, like down here, flies open. And give me a second here to get all these things set up.
Oh no! All these things is not what you want to
Just
hear.
a little bit, not a full. Sorry.
Where
Obviously,
were
we hear them coming, right, Shadow?
Yep.
So could we like hide behind the boxes or something?
The boxes that are on fire?
The ones that we put them out.
Ah,
Hey,
okay.
We took the time to
We
put
did-
them out. That was the
we did
first
put 'em
thing
out,
me and
yeah.
Tam did.
My apologies.
What the? For some reason, that didn't actually select them all.
That's a lot of guys.
Yeah, that's a lot of guys, and I don't have any spells left.
That is
Holy
a
shit.
lot of guys.
Oh no.
That is a lot of guys.
Quick, cheese it!
Jeez, it's the fuzz.
It is the fuzz. In fact, the door flies open and a bunch of the city watch, enters in. Led by a captain.
Oh, we're very fancy now.
My hands go up immediately. Don't call my parents!
And he leads like some of his crew in, and like he like looks around, and he like spots like unconscious Kenku and like dead bodies in the party and Renair, and he like scratches his chin, and he's like, what happened here?
Well,
Old timer, how about? I recognize you. You're the one who does all the lamp posts.
Yes, I am. Well, you see, my good sir, we got a tip that there was a kidnapping going on, and we followed it to here, and we found these Kenku, who indeed kidnapped this young man right here, and killed that man over there, and well, we took it upon ourselves to dispatch them. You can see that we've followed the law. We have not killed any of them. They are just knocked out.
I'm hiding behind Eldar's.
We're not going to pay attention to the singular one in the corner, by the way.
The singular two.
Well, one of them's knocked out for sure, but the one
Okay,
at the very,
yes.
the other one,
He
Oh.
just spilled acid on himself. It happens all the time.
We
One
moved
of
them all together at one point.
One of them may have succumbed to injuries that were not intended, but the rest you can see are perfectly fine.
I suppose that seems to track. I suppose I should introduce myself. I am Captain Eustace Stagett. I'm a captain of the City Watch, in case you didn't know, didn't realize. But I in fact knew that this was a Genterum hideout. I actually used to have it under surveillance, but we had to bolster patrols throughout the dock ward, and I had to pull the detail that was watching this place, and I regret that now. But so the information that you've said seems does track, but I see we've got a celebrity on our hands. What's Renair Neverember? Renair Neverember, what do you have to say for yourself? And Renair just kind of like shrinks back a little bit, and he's like, Captain, I was just rescued by these folks. They, I think we need to go rescue my friend.
He indeed was locked in a closet and tied up. He is telling the truth.
and I'm just kind of like slinked into the corner there behind the party because I don't want the guards to know I'm here.
You still have pass without trace, I think.
Yeah. Basil at this point fully cracks. It was me. I did it. I didn't mean to. My blood's made out of poison, and so I vomited on a guy. He died. Just collapses on the ground. Don't arrest me. Too hard, or whatever it is that you guys do. Don't call my parents, please.
And the captain like whirls around on his heel, and like hands his, puts his hand out towards like one of his guards, and then the guard kind of like reaches into a pouch that he has on him and pulls out. He like looks up and he's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he like pulls out like 5 like scrolled up pieces of paper, hands them over to the guard, to the captain, and the captain like takes them, turns around, and like hands them out to like each of you. And when you unfurl them, you'll see. Let's see if I can do this correctly.
It's just a piece of paper that says, I do whatever I want.
Player handouts.
Basil's like fully sobbing on the ground as his paper is placed on top of his head.
Dear reader, I do whatever I want. Signed, King Shit.
Oh, there it is. Oh, geez. Okay, this is definitely gonna need some zoom in.
Oh no, it's the legal code.
Ah,
This is the code legal of Waterdeep, which I think you may have run afoul of, but I'm giving this to you only for reference. I will overlook anything that has happened so far tonight. But you would be wise to brush up on the laws of our good city. Make sure you don't run afoul of them again.
I'll never bleed on anyone ever again, sir, or vomit on them. I'm
Yes,
sniffling.
I will.
There's not.
I will make sure that he does not vomit on anyone else.
Yes, we will all be very sure to not vomit on anyone else.
I'm just gonna obviously remain like motionless as still as possible so they don't know I'm here.
You look next to you, and there's Eldaris doing the exact same thing that you are.
Okay. Well, you know, it's best not to meddle in criminal matters. You really should be leaving the dirty business to the City Watch. Not all the City Watch officers are as nice as I am.
No, you've been absolutely lovely. Yes, we will take that under consideration. We will try not to handle business ourselves anymore. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very, very much.
Did you learn any leads in the matter that you're pursuing?
No. I mean, well,
Make a deception check.
The absolute worst liar in the world.
He just no, not at all.
But
Followed
doesn't
by
Tam
a
have the
large
highest
owl.
charisma stat out of all of us? So
I think I
technically
do.
he is the best liar.
It's not good.
Can he roll advantage because he's ancient and an old man?
No. And so then, like,
No.
Captain Stadget just kind of like raises an eyebrow.
we came to a roadblock when we got here. The information that we did find out was that 2 people were kidnapped. They were brought here. One of them is gone now, and we rescued this one. That is the information that we know.
He can tell that, like, what you're saying is the truth, although you're not revealing all of the information that you know.
They're given the partial truth.
Yeah. And so he says, well, I'll be sure to involving the correct parties to make sure that all this mess gets cleaned up, but if you happen to do anything more, keep the blood off the streets, right? He winks at you. And then he
Absolutely.
turns to leave.
Basil through sobs. But we're in a building. What?
I pat him gently on his head.
So, Tam, you can make one of your history checks with the street smarts for me.
$24.
Dang.
All right. So, you recognize that keep the blood off the streets is a common saying that the city watch officials will give to people involved in some of the underground criminal matters, especially because it's often underground in the sewers. So it's off the main streets, but whatever happens in the sewers is fair game.
So that would be like, would that be something that a like a corrupt guard would say to let another criminal know that he's corrupt, or is it more like that scene in Training Day where the the younger cop is like, "What do you just let them kill each other?" And the older cop is like, "Yeah, God willing."
Yeah, it's more like the latter.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's more about the they care what is like the public appearance of things. They don't care what happens like in the underground. Like if two rival criminal factions want to fight each other, like not in public, they don't care.
Yeah. Okay.
It's better for
Have
them
they
to kill each other off.
left the building, or are they still in the building?
Well, and then like he like he said that he winked, and then like he turned to like usher them all out, but like some of the rest of the troop kind of like hangs around like near the door, like two of them are posted up near the door just to kind of like keep an eye on things while they wait for the cleaning crews to come.
Do they take Renair into custody?
No, they leave him with you.
Oh, okay. I guess we're responsible for ushering him to someplace safe then. Peach says as much, by the
Well,
way.
Yes, well, perhaps we should usher him to some place safe. Maybe we'll use the back stairs.
And I'll look at Peach and I'll look off in the direction of the aviary who's obviously trying to hide.
What? What are you talking about?
Maybe we'll go up the stairs.
I
There's
go
a
ahead
door.
and nod,
look
like,
over at the aviary again.
I go,
Look at Peach again.
yes. And I
There's
just
a
go and
door.
start making my way up the stairs. I zip up before anyone can notice.
There's a door right down here. Where are we?
Yes,
I-
no,
I-
Basil, we're
The
going to go
stairwell
back
is
the way
over
we came.
here.
Yeah, I scoop Basil up because he is clearly in great distress and usher Renair up the stairs and we go out that way.
I look up at Peach
Where's the
as
best
we're going
place
up
to
the
drop
stairs.
him off?
That's super past
Oh.
my bedtime. I'm sorry. I get real emotional when I'm tired.
That is okay. I was like that when I was first hatched as well.
I'm 37.
That's older than I will ever be.
An immense weight and distress falls upon Basil. He looks despondently forward and just clams up.
That's the
What do you
exact
even
look.
say to that?
That's the exact look my father gives me when I tell him such things.
You're a good person, Peach. Live a long life.
Thank you.
But and so then like as like you're like trying to like usher Renair out, he kind of like looks around, and like then like he'll like look at Basil. He's like, so when you guys like found me and whatever, did you guys happen to come across any of the loot that the Gentrim hid in this place?
Was it in the boxes downstairs?
No, I heard them say something about that, like that they had like a secret storage area.
A secret storage area here, and we haven't found it. No. Hey, guys, huddle up.
I'm just trying to get up the stairs, like, come on, let's get up here.
Like, stop. Kind of snipple real loud. Wipe my snot on my sleeve. There's money. There's money somewhere here, and we need to probably find it.
I let out a sign, like, anything for money, I guess. Head back down.
There's something here. I don't. Where would it have been, Mr. Neverember? There's just a.
Well, I don't
hidden
know.
place?
I just overheard, you know, like in the brief time that I was captured before the Xanathar Guild show up, that you know that they were trying to like offload some stuff that they had stolen into their secret storage area.
And okay, and you didn't want to. I mean, I get it. We didn't have time before the City Watch came. Okay, well, do we feel? Is this? Oh, I don't even know where to start. Looks around, just kind of looks at everyone in the group.
Peach thinks about it, if they were offloading it, then perhaps they were moving it outside. And perhaps it is somewhere outside?
I was thinking the same thing, honestly.
Let us try looking out.
There were a bunch of empty rooms when we first came in here. Perhaps it was there, and then they've taken it away.
Well, while they're doing that, I'm gonna go ahead and make my way like outside, like what would be like here.
Yeah. So, where are you investigating?
I'm gonna just kind of like trace the outside of the whole building here along this northern side
Okay.
and try to see if there's anything like just around.
I will set Basil down and go with the aviary just because we've already left. It would look a bit weird to the guards, I feel like, if we came back in.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, if some of you guys want to stay in and like look inside, that would probably work too.
yeah, I was trying to like retroactively say that like Renair was saying this before, like you managed to get outside. So, whatever.
I mean, is it just? Should I just roll? Listen, I as the player can see where it is on the map, and I'm trying so hard to not do anything about that. And I don't.
What do you mean? I have no idea what you're talking about. No,
The
no.
singular black box is just hanging out there. Should I roll an investigation check? I'm trying so hard not metagame this. You gotta believe me.
Do we want to roll a group investigation check to say
That-
that we like stay around the area just so that we don't take forever
Mhm.
going over every little bit of the map?
I think that's fair.
We keep laughing and looking at the guards. Dropped a crossbow bolt over here. Sorry, gotta pick it up. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
the guards aren't even inside; they're like outside at the door.
Oh, awesome.
okay.
Then yeah.
Okay, so
So we
rolling
just all make an
investigation.
investigation.
Who has the highest investigation?
I do.
And then we'll, I guess, give you advantage, and that's the group.
Well, if you want to do it that way, then yes, because my first one's a 12, and the second one is a 16.
All right, there you go. 16 is good enough for you, for at least Tam or someone in the group will notice that all of those wires that were running in from the offices up above,
Jesus.
well, actually, they're like running like across like at the top of like the wall where it meets the underside of like the balcony, like over here in this side, like so like underneath the second level on this side of the stairs. It's
So
like,
something more akin to like this area here is what you're talking about, right?
so like the wires ran out of the rooms up here. And they went down through a hole in the floors there of the second level down to this lower level, and then they like run along the wall here over to about here, at which point they go into a hole in the wall there. And investigating that area reveals a secret door.
Hey.
Do we need to thieves' tools that door?
No.
Okay.
It has 9 wires, and you have to cut the right one.
I think we've cut every single one, so process of elimination.
Yeah. I cut some wires, Mr. DM. I'm having flashbacks. And then I open the door.
All right. You have found the secret stash room, which is built into like it's just like a little room that's like covered up by the hill as it's sloping down past the side of the building. There are 2 wooden crates in here. Who wants to inspect what's in the crates?
I'll look in the crate.
Cool.
All right. In one of the crates, you find 4 large rectangular objects wrapped in leather. And in the second crate, there are 15 10-pound silver trade bars, which have a little bit of black corrosion on them, but it's each of those 10-pound silver trade bars is worth 50 gold, and there are 15 of them.
A lot of money.
Jeepers.
So I will first pass out the 4 bars wrapped in leather to each person behind me. I'm gonna be like halfway inside the crates, and I'm just gonna be pulling stuff out and like handing stuff back, and whoever takes it just takes it.
Okay.
And then I'll reach in again.
I'm a strong lad, so I'll take everything from Tem and I'll like set it out for all of us to count.
Is anyone going to unwrap the large rectangular things wrapped in leather?
Immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
All right.
It's poison. We all blow up instantly.
There it is.
I inhale it.
Unwrapping them reveals paintings that depict the cities of Baldur's Gate, Neverwinter, Silvery Moon, and Luskan.
Okay.
And these are very nice paintings. I think they're probably worth a lot, but you would have to get them appraised.
All right.
Would the identifying spell happen to help with this, or is that just for magical objects?
I think that's just for magical.
Okay. I didn't know if I could use magic to ascertain just how fine the paint was.
Peach says, "My father is wise in the ways of art. I believe he could tell us what these things are, or at least how much they are worth."
Yes, well, I know that one right there is Neverwinter. I believe that one is Baldur's Gate, but I'm not sure of the other two.
Okay.
Does your father appraise art often?
He appraises jewels, so I imagine he must know somebody who appraises paintings. They are both very beautiful to look at.
I mean, that tracks, so yeah. Yes, yes, perhaps we should bring them to your father then.
I wrap them back up carefully because obviously these are paintings that are not carefully protected.
No.
I'll go. I have so I kind of made a magic bag that holds a lot of stuff in it, and I can just kind of sink them in there, so we don't have to carry them around in the city, or people can stab us and steal our things.
Sounds fair.
Okay. Well, I'm just gonna. I take one from Peach. I take the rotund bag off of me. I flap it open and I just shove it in there all the way, Mary Poppins bag style.
Yeah.
Peach does not like that. It's very distressing. You know when you play the object permanence test with babies and they go when you stop the train from going through a barrier? Yeah, Peach does that.
4 times Peach watches Basil shove a painting into this bag. And then with each of the... I can take the bars too, since it only weighs like the 5 pounds. We don't have to lug bars of silver. I promise I won't take them, right? So, I mean, I wouldn't know where to sell them anyways. Huh. I'll hold the bag open if anyone wants to load it up.
I am a strong lad. I shall put them in. Doot, 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 doot.
Awesome. So we have everything with no complications. Yay!
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 Love bag of holding.
I do apologize that I wasn't there when you guys were confronted by the guards. Eustace is a good man, but in this line of work, even he would probably take me into custody.
Peach pats the aviary's shoulder and says, "No matter, my friend. All of us must have our own secrets."
I appreciate that.
Yeah, my thing's not as ominous. I was scared too. So like I broke down crying and you weren't crying, you just ran away, which is like the same thing, but not really. So that's good. I pat him on like the calf.
I just look down and I'm like, good job.
Hoist the backpack back on me, flap the cloak over it. All right, ready to go.
And I will look at the aviary and Peach and Basil and say,
You all are so delightfully strange.
That's a good thing, right?
You are also delightfully strange.
You set a building on fire today.
I
Thumbs
did,
up.
yes. Yes.
You also made a really wicked one-liner.
Oh, I've been working on them.
It's good. It's good. I liked it.
As a good citizen, Peach is happy to taxi / bodyguard everybody back to their place. Because I imagine because Basil is the one who's carrying all the stuff that we're going to divvy up, we might want to like either go to a shared location, split everything and then part ways, or I don't know, do a little bus stop of nap time around the city as necessary.
Well, I'm assuming this is late now. We're like, what, 11, 12 at night?
Yeah,
Probably.
basically. So we're probably all heading home / dropping Never Ember off first somewhere safe.
Until Never Ember pipes up and he's like, "What? Are you just calling it quits? What about Floon? He could be like dying."
Okay, and I could be napping. Sorry, I get really grumpy when I'm tired. I'm sorry. No, so, listen, we could go now and potentially find Floon and then not be able to save him because of our exhaustion, or we could.
Well,
risk
I'm ready
it
to
a
go.
little bit.
I'll go with you. I can be part of your team.
I look at him. What is he wearing?
I'm very sorry to tell you this, Mr. Never Ember, but you smell like fish and vinegar. You are not threatening at all.
You don't even have a weapon with you, man. Like, I get it. We're
well,
we want
actually,
to find him too.
actually, he does. He has a rapier.
Where'd you get that? Hey, where'd you get that?
You were just
We're tied
hiding that the entire time?
You said you were tied up. Where'd you get that?
Well,
It's not the rapier you're thinking about, guys.
ooh.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
All right.
I'm actually quite skilled in the fight when I get a chance to prove myself. And he like whips out his rapier. And he
Whoa,
like
eh.
does some like flashy swashbuckling moves.
How flashy
can I
are they
insight
actually?
check
Yeah.
this friend?
Yes.
100% what insight.
Insight
Yeah.
check him. That's a 16 from Peach.
He's very confident in himself. He seems to be telling the truth. In fact, actually, you notice from his footwork and flicks of the blade that that in combat he'd actually be a worthy ally for your team.
But you want us to
However,
right now?
I do seem to remember a certain someone in the party saying, "I'm out of spell slots."
Yep.
Same.
As much as you want to go look for your friend, I'm not entirely sure that right now is really the time to do it. We don't even really know where he is exactly.
All I know is he's somewhere in the sewers.
Well, and the
Yes.
Kenku said that if we follow the yellow signs in the sewers, we should be able to find the Zentarum, which is probably where Swoon is. So, we do actually have clues how to get all the way there. And then Basil looks sad that he said it out loud.
Right. Perhaps this is a in the morning problem.
Well,
Let's think about this for a second. They're looking for a piece of equipment to find this dragon sword. They wouldn't just kill him. They need him.
Yeah, they just torture him a lot. Whoop.
That aside,
and then
he wouldn't be dead.
Renair's face just kind of like drops and goes pallid. He's like,
He
I
covers his
suppose
mouth.
you're right. That I suppose they did think he was me, but what if they realize that he's not me, and they realize that he's worthless, and then they just kill him?
So you need to hide. We can have I have a bunk bed. You could sleep on my bunk bed. It's really small, though. So, but you could, so you don't go home, so people still think that you're missing. Because then flume. That's what I'm saying. You're saying flume?
Floon.
Flem?
Phlegm? Yeah, phlegm is still alive as long as you're missing.
Consider this also, my friend. You have been trapped inside this closet for quite some time and are likely not at your top fighting form. Meanwhile, the rest of us, we have suffered many trials and tribulations, including a very questionable shop, in order to find you. We would not be at our best in order to save your friend.
You make some salient points, but I must profess.
We can bring you back to the yawning portal. We all blend into the crowd.
No, nowhere public.
Yeah.
Wasn't that the point that just the short guy just made?
Yeah. See, here's the thing. I know the bartender, the owner. He can set you up with a room, and you will be out of the way of any prying eyes.
All right, but I profess that I do want to go with you to rescue my friend. So we should leave as soon as we can, but I will admit that we should probably rest first.
Very good.
So, right with you guys, I will be right back.
Yep.
I guess then on that note, it's the dropping everyone off game, right?
Yeah, because we'll need to drop him off at the yawning portal, make sure that he's not seen or anything of that kind, arrange a time to meet up in the morning, and then from there, to save time, we could say that we split the loot as needed and then go our separate ways.
Yeah, as long as nothing crazy comes up, because it's I could just drop the painting. If you go back to wherever your house is, I can just give you the paintings that you can go in.
Mm-hmm.
And then you could either come back, or I know the city enough, or I could walk with Tam to my place, because no one's gonna attack Tam. That's crazy. And the aviary has already disappeared into the night, and I don't know what is going on with Eldaris. So Eldaris is just misted behind us, fully vanished into mist. Because we can't trade in these trade bars, I'm assuming, because they're tender. They're legal tender that people are going to know are missing. So we actually have to probably fence them.
Yeah.
So that's me assuming as a player. That's not to metagame or anything. But Basil would be I don't know, this looks like really above board stuff. Other than that though, yeah.
Peach will look at it and say, I think my father can handle that as well.
I just give you I just dump the bag out at your place. Really, that's what happens.
My father is going to have a fit.
You just show up with 4 beautiful stolen paintings and a metric ton of money.
Mm-hmm. I'll be like,
holy cool money.
By the way, father.
Your father can change these bars into actual coins for us, he said.
I believe so. He can change silver into many things.
And you said that he can appraise this artwork too.
I do not think he can appraise the artwork, but I'm quite sure that he would know somebody who would. He appreciates beautiful things.
And what exactly did you say he does again?
My father is a silversmith.
Oh. I thought you said he was a jeweler.
Yes. But he also works with jewels. That is what I meant. You have to do many things in this line of work in order to be a true artisan.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Can I insight check Peach?
I mean, sure.
Go ahead, my friend.
18.
Okay, so Peach is being entirely truthful that yes, their father is somebody who does primarily silver jewelry. And probably has like a legit place. That's where they're going back to because he did say earlier also that he lives with his father. And also there's probably some extra stuff that you are not knowing about.
All right.
It's like, he's being honest and he is being extremely honest to the point where you're suspicious about it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is quite. He sounds like a very interesting man.
He is very interesting. That is why I like him.
Right. Should we go then?
Yes, let us go.
So we just dragging Neverwinter around.
Yeah, we're taking Never Ember to the Yawning Portal first so that we can get him incognito at a room.
Yeah.
We're going to set up a time to meet with him in the morning so that we can go and rescue Florg.
Yeah, Florg.
Yeah. And basically, Basil is going to empty the bag at Peach/his dad's place in order to get the ball rolling on getting that changed into stuff that we can then use.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have made a mask for Fruits Bass Man? Or no, Neverember. That's his name. Can I have made like a mask for Neverember so when he goes into the Yawning Portal, he can feel safer?
Yeah, sure.
I'm artificer, right? Like I tinker and I make fun, cool things. I ripped off part of my cloak and I've hastily sewn buttons onto it, and I've hastily sewn a smile onto it, and I just kind of hand it to him. Here you go.
That's not
So
what
you
I
feel
was
safer.
expecting.
I'm sorry, is this the same cloak that were you using to hotbox yourself with poison?
Yes. Yes, it is. It smells horrible.
Oh,
Kind of like an acrid, sour.
No.
Just hold it up to Neverember. So I made this so you feel safer inside. You just throw it on. You don't have to throw it on between like entering and your room, so you feel safer. So yeah, have a good night. We just leave him outside the Yawning Portal.
The hilarious part is that going into the Yawning Portal, he probably does not look like the weirdest person there.
True.
All right, so everyone turning in for a long rest for the night then?
Long rest. Give me the spells.
So before everyone, I'm assuming we're all at the Yawning Portal, or we're splitting off from the Yawning Portal.
Splitting
right?
up from the Yawning Portal.
All right. Before they all leave, I'm gonna go ahead and just quickly tell them. Now, I usually work in the night. Kind of fits my whole persona. But I have to let you all know, there's another that works in the day.
Is his name also the Aviary?
No, I won't give his full name, but it goes by Cruz. He will meet you guys here at the Yawning Portal tomorrow.
Okay.
Don't worry, he's just as capable, if not more so, than I am.
Well, if you trust him, then I shall as well.
Thank you. I will be with you guys again the next night. Do not worry. I'm always keeping an eye out in the city.
That is exactly what the legends say.
There's a legend about me?
Yes.
Well, that feels a little weird, honestly.
Well, it is not a tremendous legend to be sure. It's a growing legend. I would say if we had to metagame it, it would be 3 out of 20 kind of a legend.
Oh. All right. You all have a good night.
I should also add that like when you all show up to the yawning portal, like Volo's still there, like drinking alone, and he's like sees you all like enter, and like he leaps up, but then like he doesn't see Floon, and like he just like his face falls and he sits back down, and he just like looks at you and he gives you like a huh.
I guess we go on.
I will walk over to Volo and say,
We got a few leads on your friend. It turns out that we were led sort of in the wrong direction, but then we got a few more leads, and I think in the morning we will be heading out again to look for your friend and actually find him this time.
Well, I must confess my disappointment, but I suppose you must operate at your own pace.
Plus it was a disappointing night indeed, but perhaps tomorrow will be better.
Well, I will eagerly await any news that you do bring.
We, as a
Excellent.
party, out of character, we're not going to tell him about Never Ember, right? Because
No.
we want to keep that on the hush hush. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never ever walks past in the background with
With
a
that
weird
great
on.
mask, by the way.
The
A
weirdest
big
mask.
mask with a stinky cloud like wafting off of him.
Perfect. No one will want to be near him.
Yeah.
All right, Tam.
It's time.
Tam, you gotta do
It's
that
time.
roll.
Oh, it's time,
It's
Tam.
time.
"Oh shit!
Let's see that D100.
Oh, I was gonna roll it with a real dice. Do you want me to roll it
Okay.
on?"
No,
Yeah, no, you can roll it.
You can
I'll
do it.
trust you.
Yeah, you can do it however you want to.
So for those who are new to the campaign, this
Yeah,
particular session.
Wait. For those that are new to the campaign, Tam, after every long rest, has to roll a D100, and if I roll a very specific number, then something very interesting happens.
Yes, interesting.
Interesting
yes.
is exactly how we will put it.
96.
Okay.
Okay, phew.
So close though.
That was really close to that unique number.
Arvin Elrond quoted interesting. We
Yes,
had him
interesting.
sweating.
Yeah. I guess we'll see if he ever gets the 100.
That number. That
number.
particular number.
That specific number.
Very interesting roll.
But it was not so this time. All right. Good.
All right. So long rest, spell slots, everything.
Yep.
Also, I totally am not requesting that we RP this segment, but just so that it is clarified, did get home, get someone of a talking to with my father when I showed up with a whole bunch of illegal stuff. Also caused him some consternation when I handed him a card that had his face on it. That face on it. And just so that it's established going forward, I tell him absolutely everything that happened tonight. I do not lie, I do not obfuscate, I tell him every single little thing.
Like a recording device.
Yep. Just so that the DM can have that in his pocket for later.
Yep.
On the full opposite side of the spectrum, Basil snuck back into his room, fell asleep, didn't talk to his parents, and then left again.
The aviary would go ahead and that time before going to sleep, went over to Durnan to get a 2-room room and just briefly talked with him about possibly working together in the future.
Okay.
And I will say that Tam walks back to his house, which is not far from the yawning portal. And he walks into his house. And with a snap of the fingers, a few candles come on. And I'm going to go over into my little second bedroom that I've turned into a study. And I will take out a piece of fine paper and I will write a letter on it. And I will fold it up and I will put it into my cloak. And after the session, Shadowed, I will send you that letter.
Interesting.
It's a sad old man letter. I can't take it.
I remember the fields, the golden fields, back in our youths.
Oh my god.
Dear diary, today I had an exciting day with 2 birds, a short boy, and a thin man. I had a wicked one-liner I've been storing for 15 years. Sorry.
I see all the streetlights.
It's awesome. I love it.
Perfect. Hey, you know, we can roll with it. We don't need to know what that information is. You can just assume.
All right. How are y'all feeling? It is
15 minutes from our usual break.
Yeah, 15 minutes until our usual end point.
It
Do we
feels
wish-
like a good stopping point.
It
And
does.
we're close to the end. So
Yeah.
I mean, we
Unless
can
you
just like go down and get ready for the next part if you guys want, or we can just call it here. It's up to you guys.
I think it'd be good to call it here just because that way when Echo joins us next session, it's just an easy jumping point. Hello, we're all at the yawning portal getting ready to do stuff.
Yep.
We got a lot
Right.
of money and some pictures.
Well, I don't think that we could change it over that fast.
Here's all the
I'm
gold.
re-
It happened in 6 hours. Crazy.
I'm happy to hash the details out with you, Shadowed, in the behind the scenes Discord, just so that we can figure out the timetable.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, I mean, even just off the top of my head, like, getting the paintings appraised would probably take 3 days.
Mhm.
Fencing the silver bars would be like the next day. Not long
Okay.
at all. Those are really easy
The next
to do.
day, as in like the morning, or
Well, like not by morning, but by later in the day the next day.
okay. Mhm.
That's more
Well,
stuff
there
to
you
make
go. We all
poisons
have to
with.
survive by later than the day. And then you can all
Yeah.
swing by Peach's place and get monies.
yeah, I think I figured out it was 120 silver a piece, I think.
I believe
there-
if you're going by the amount he was saying, 50 gold per, it's 750 gold worth.
Yes.
Mm.
Right. Oh, 750 gold worth. Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was gold.
Is
Yeah,
that what it
yeah,
was?
each one
Yeah.
was 50 gold
50
gold,
each.
Oh, okay. So then it would be 120, right? Gold?
Divided 5 ways.
150.
6 ways, isn't it? Oh, 5 ways.
1, 2,
Five
5
ways.
ways. Yeah.
We don't tell
So
them.
yeah, it'd be
150.
150 each.
Yeah, it'd be 150 each.
Yep.
That's before we add the paintings. We have no idea what those are worth anyway, so.
Should we just, since it's going to be ready by tomorrow, and I'm assuming Peach, well, tomorrow in the game, but should we just retroactively put that into our inventory because it should be quote unquote ready by the morning we meet up?
Well, no, it won't be ready by the morning. It'll be like ready by like supper time the next day.
Okay, fair
Right.
enough.
And
fair enough.
one of us might die in the interim. So then we would have to reshuffle the money. So let's not do that yet.
This is
Okay.
true. This is true.
Okay.
Man, we're not even to the end of chapter 1 yet.
We're already accounting for all of us dying in some brutal fashion, you know?
Basil's gonna live forever.
Although I will admit, we kind of rammed that first encounter. We took out 3 of them, and one of them couldn't even hit us. There was the last one was left and could not actually hit us.
Yeah.
So we took
Base-
no damage.
At lower
Yeah.
levels, surprise is a absolutely busted condition to inflict
Yeah.
upon someone else. Like
Mhm.
it fully changes the fight. Because it probably would have been more even. Like Aldanis, Tam, if Tam had jumped in there,
Aldaris.
and the Aviary would have Aldaris would have all gotten damage in on them,
Mhm.
probably from like 4 sources at least, and that's before Peach and I even got into the mix. So like it would have been a wildly different fight if we didn't have surprise.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the way that we approached it, going in from above, also did a lot.
Oh, it was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we got the jump on the first 2, and they were pretty much done before the initiative really started. And then we had the other 2 that were basically crammed into a corner and had a bunch of AoE effects placed on them.
Right.
It was a crazy mix of because it was a debuff mixed with a crowd control effect mixed with just someone doing damage to him, and it's like, what do you do? And he cowered. It's like, yeah, no, that's the right call. I'm sorry. Sorry that you
You
have to
just
live this way.
die. That's fine.
Yeah, I had a good time today.
Yep.
Today was great.
Very good battle episode.
Yes.
I was expecting that encounter to go a lot faster, but oh well, things go how they go.
Oh,
Well, I
Yeah.
mean,
like we killed them faster, or
Yeah, just the whole thing with dealing with the Kenku and then the guards and getting Renair and yeah.
hey man, sometimes you plan and they do 5 minutes in 3 hours, and sometimes they do 3 hours in 5 minutes, and that's
Yep.
just what's gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
I think it's
we
good
just
though. It
had.
allows us to fully flesh out characters and stuff.
We also needed the aviary to have that majestic slow fall.
Yes, yes. And then go ahead and scare the shit out of someone.
Also, Shadow, just imagine like all the stuff that you prepped for that we should have done tonight. You're already prepped for next time.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
I already have
stress.
I already have next session prepped.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
It's great.
See?
And the other thing too, the more time that we taking discrete chunks in each session, the less that Echo ultimately misses out on. So
Also
Yeah,
still
I
works
think that
out.
was the other thing too, is that we were taking our time with it because, at least I feel like we were taking our time with it and just kind of fleshing out our characters more, just so we didn't move too far. So when Echo finally does get to be in, he doesn't feel like he's missed out on really that much at all.
Can you imagine he comes back? We're all level 8 or something.
Yeah, right.
At that point, I'm just like, all right, man, that's on you. We tried to slow down.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Then we'll start to try to wrap things up here. We'll go over to Drew. Why don't you tell all the fine folks out there watching about your streaming and all that other kind of good stuff, and if you have any final closing thoughts about how tonight was and any outlooks for the future.
My final closing thought is I find it very funny that in now this campaign and the first campaign that we played, the character that I played, in the first major fight that we had in both campaigns, my character tried to murder people when everybody else was just trying to knock them out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So and Hoodie can attest to it. I think that might just be a thing for me now. I think like from going here on forward, like every single campaign I play in the first big fight, I'm gonna make sure that everybody tries to just knock people out, and I'm just gonna try to kill motherfuckers.
I did jump on that sword for you. I killed someone instead of you this time.
Yeah.
That
He
is
took
true,
the
yeah.
fall.
I got first blood.
He barfed on that sword for you.
Yeah.
Right.
Hmm.
But yes,
I'm Drew the Damager. You can find me at my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Drew the Damager. You can also find me on YouTube and Blue Sky at the same name. I usually stream on Sundays and Tuesdays, and then every other Wednesday I'm here playing Tam, the elderly wizard, with secrets.
With secrets.
Secrets.
Secrets that I don't think were even divulged to your dungeon master.
The best kind of secret.
Best held secrets, honestly.
We're gonna
The
find
dungeon
out
master
that-
doesn't even know what to do with it.
We're gonna find out that Tam is actually 3 old men in a wizard's robe.
There it is.
Right, yeah.
One of them was able to get the beard pulled off properly. The rest couldn't. So it worked out.
It's Tam is a dwarf on top, and then 2 halflings.
There you go.
In a
I
robe.
thought you were gonna go for the most messed up centaur in history, and I'm so glad that you went where you did.
A dwarf
Man.
on 2 gnomes? Like, each
A
gnome is a
dwarf on 2
leg?
gnomes, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you, Drew. Then we'll go over to Tilted. Sorry, were you done, Drew?
Oh yeah, I'm done.
Okay.
Yeah,
I just wanted to make sure I didn't cut you off too soon. All right. So Tilted.
it's all good.
Any closing thoughts on the session? Any outlook for the future? And where can people find you? And what kind of stuff you do? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah, sure. So obviously, I again really enjoyed the session. I'm having a great time. I've laughed quite a lot already, and I do apologize. I get quite loud when I'm laughing. So, but yeah, it was a very very fun session. Want to thank all of you guys. You did a great job, and thank you, Shadow, for the opportunity as well. I know this is like you've already done 2 whole campaigns of this, but this is like the first real thing for me. So I again really appreciate the opportunity to do this. You guys can catch me over at twitch.tv/tilted gaming. I have a 1 instead of the I for that first tilted bit. In terms of what I do, I tend to, like I said earlier, do a lot of RPGs. Recently, I've been doing a lot of Darkest Dungeon 2, but I also do like Pokemon Nuzlocke and pretty much any turn-based game I've been kind of enjoying a lot recently. You can catch me on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays from 7 o'clock to roughly 10 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say. And once again, thank you guys. It's awesome.
All right. Thank you. Do I dare?
Is it me?
Yeah.
Am I next?
AKA.
All the
Is it
names.
this
All the
AKA,
names.
AKA.
That's why I haven't said any of them yet. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna say?
Hoodie, aka Oh My God, a Chuck, formerly known as Mike Order TV.
No,
Now
that's
known
me.
as Basil.
I used to be part of a large group of people who streamed, and so I need my own individual name. And then we streamed on my original account, which was Oh My God, a Truck, and then we renamed that to No Quarter TV. And then I've gone back to streaming just by myself. So I'm now Oh My God, a Truck again. But I have the old name Hoodie that stuck with me because I was part of a group at one point. You see how this all came together? It's not crazy at all. It all makes a lot of sense. It just happened over 10 years. Time erodes us all like grains of sand. Anyways, hey, I'm Oh My God, a Truck, also known as Hoodie. I stream on Twitch. You can find me there. I stream almost every single night. If not, it's during the day. On Sundays, we stream D&D with my group, where I basically just make stuff up and hope that they pay attention. And they don't. Other than that, I had a great time here. I always have a great time playing community D&D. It's always fun to have new people in. Loved it when Triffid joined. Love it when you guys joined. Awesome. And I enjoy being Basil almost as much as I like being Esol. That's it for me.
All right, thanks. And Yoi, do you have any final thoughts on tonight and anything about the future? And I don't know if there's anything you want to promote or anything like that.
Final thoughts on tonight. I love the combat. It was a blast. I loved how everyone got to like get a little bit of character in there. It was great. It was just great. I love this team. We're a disaster, but I love us. We're great.
Love to see it.
As for things to promote, Honestly, not that much. I'm kind of not all that giant of a footprint in the social media, which may be for the best given how everyone is having seemingly collective meltdowns everywhere on the social media. Every time I peek in, I feel like someone in a sparsely furnitured cottage looking out at the fall of the Roman Empire every time I peek over on any social media platform. So there's
yeah.
that.
Make the
But
most interesting metaphors, I just want to say.
I try. Um, but I am intermittently on the blue skies at the Magpie Bridge. I think the last tweet that I had on there was from last year about King Lear. So you can expect that kind of energy. But otherwise, yeah, Yoigo Wayne Lin, also known as Gubby, he, they pronouns, game and fiction writer, and that is it.
All right.
Also,
Thank you.
if
Oh.
Triffid is still in the chat, can we get the quote of I love this team, we're a disaster.
Added to what? Like just as a command, or
Added to the quote command.
Oh no.
Because that is fantastic.
I can also add that in later.
Perfect. That should be Gubby.
It would be credited to Yoi describing Shadow Crew Mark II. I love tonight. Like I said, not as much progress as I thought there might be, but I'm perfectly fine with that. I love you all, my Chaos Gremlins.
I will make every single character I ever play in any of your campaigns truly a nightmare. From me to you, every single time.
Funny thing is, I think out of
It just
all
makes it
the
more
characters-
fun.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I think out of all the characters here, though, like my character is the most chaotic one. I think every one of you guys like aligned a bit differently.
I think everybody in this team is chaotic though, but
Okay.
different flavors of chaotic. So Basil is chaotic stressed.
Yep.
Peach is chaotic stupid. Tam is chaotic old.
Yep.
So old.
So old. Well, me.
Tilted's we don't know about Cruz yet, but
Not yet. Very soon.
Aviary is definitely chaotic justice. Not
Justice.
not good. Justice. That's very different.
Yes.
And from what I have seen of Aldaris, I feel like chaotic stoic gets it best. So yeah, we are chaos gremlins, really.
But the good thing is we're playing within the law. We've only murdered one person so far out of 5, admittedly. But you know,
1 person out of 5 is,
Pretty good
20%.
ratio.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Nice, thank you, Triffid.
Team
Perfect.
disaster.
It's a great one. I like it.
Yeah, excellent. All right, and I of course am Shadowed Mage. I absolutely love tonight. I think I said that already. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next. Considering I already have the next session probably all planned out, and then at least in terms of like how I think things will go. But knowing this group, it might go completely off the rails.
Hmm.
I mean, if you really want, I can go in guns blazing. I'm built for that if I need to.
I do some streaming of my own, usually late Friday and Saturday nights, usually starting at like 10 or 11 p.m. Eastern. Lately, I've been doing Final Fantasy VII, the 2013 Steam release, with some mods. Looking forward to playing some more of that so that I can eventually play Remake, Rebirth, whatever the third re is eventually. And stick around, everyone, for a raid because I do have a friend who is streaming tonight that I would love to show some love to. Might be new to some of you. But then again, thank you to Arvin Elleron for hosting this on his channel. Make sure to check out all of his stuff in the Twitch chat. You can do !Arv things to get most of that. Otherwise, refer to the beginning of the stream for everything else.
What? You don't want those 15 commands?
Nope, Tilted is way ahead of you.
!BLM, help now, Ukraine. Make sure you support
Nice.
everything.
I can't keep up.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I'm gonna throw up the video again as we switch over to outro. And then, if you can, please stick around for that raid. All right, everyone, wave goodbye.